Yeah.
You play to win the game.
Yes. Welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast Live. Thank you for being here. If you are watching live and if you're watching on the replay, appreciate that too. Appreciate you. So we got a great show lined up here tonight. Again, it's going to be all NBA. So we're going to enjoy talking that. It'll just be me starting off, and then Transformer will get in here later, and then probably Sneed as well. So we are going to go ahead and like I said, I think we got a great show. As you saw from the main thumbnail, we're going to be talking about obviously more GOAT debate, right? Because we're talking about NBA and we're getting down to that playoff time, and you know, people keep having things to say about it, especially in the time now where guys are moving up and down these all-time lists and stuff. And of course, all that does is continue to spark GOAT debate commentary. So we do have some thoughts on that. We have Kawhi Leonard and why nobody is talking about him at all. And then, of course, we are going to discuss Victor Wembanyama and his MVP case, because he is killing. And I guess the question is, does he really have a case? We'll discuss all of that. But before we go ahead and get started with the quick hits, you know what we're going to do. We are going to give a shout out to the channel members. First off, Coach T, a.k.a. Laker Nation, very first channel member. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for everything you do. Make sure you all go ahead and subscribe to Coach T's channel, Be Ready Sports Podcast, because in order to be ready, you got to stay ready. It's not that serious. What's good, my brother? Chief Sid Bubba. Appreciate you, everything you've done for our great nation, and appreciate everything you do for this channel. And of course, shout out the boys from Annapolis. Order arms. All right, Baltimore Bruce was good. Steve, king of the chat. What's happening, my guy? Nino, what up? Sneed, got what you need. Micah, and of course, our newest member, D Ross 881. Appreciate all you guys so much. Thank you for the support you give this channel day in, day out, and we really appreciate it. All right. Like and subscribe. You know how it goes. Like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. And on top of that, we know that if you're watching a show like this, you talk sports with other people in your life. So share, like, subscribe, share. Let's get it popping. Okay. So we're going to start with, we're going to start with a couple of quick hits. So the first quick hit, shout out to my man, Ed Dog, in the chat. He actually sent me this one. I had missed it. So the basketball show is a show that I watch pretty often on YouTube. Good commentary. I think I agree with a lot of what my guy Paul, the host of the basketball show, has to say. Don't agree with everything, but agree with a lot of it. So just about an hour, a little more than an hour ago, he dropped a show talking about Skip Bayless and his most recent commentary, saying that Kevin Durant is a better scorer than Michael Jordan because he's more efficient and has scored more points on less shots. We've got to stop this. I'm not the guy that says you can't compare players across eras. I'm not that guy. But I am the guy that says if you compare players across eras, you must take into account the context of it, right? And so one of the things that Paul on the basketball show said, and this is one of the things that I would have said, first things first, right? KD is not a better scorer than Michael Jordan. He did it on less shots, yeah, but it also took more time. So look at that how you want to. Michael Jordan obviously averages about 30.1 points per game for his career. KD averages about 27.5. So KD is an elite all-time scorer, true indeed, but he's not a better scorer than Michael Jordan. At his absolute peak, he's not a better scorer than Michael Jordan. There's just no question about it. Michael Jordan at his scoring peak, 37 points per game, and you know where this is going next. Michael Jordan averaged 37 points per game, and he made 12 threes that season. 12, okay? That should tell you something. All these guys you see now that are having these breakneck, incredible scoring seasons, they're shooting way more threes. So, for instance, if we're going to be honest, KD is not even a better scorer than Wilt Chamberlain. We got to stop saying this, right? Wilt Chamberlain did all of this, scored all those points, and he only did it in 14 seasons, and he did it without the benefit of a three-point line. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the second leading scorer of all time, held the scoring record for over 30 years. He had that record, scored 38,000 plus career regular season points, and did it while only having the three-point line for half of his career. I believe he took less than 20 3-pointer attempts for his entire career. So one, for a lot of these older guys, the 3-pointer wasn't even available. Two, if the 3-pointer was available, they weren't shooting them nearly at the clip that they shoot them now. I keep telling you guys about how Reggie Miller, when he came into the league, I want to say in 87, teams were shooting a combined in NBA games. They combined 8 to 9 3-point attempts per game. Now they're up near 70 or 75 between the two teams. So we have to start taking that into context, right? You are going to score and accumulate points faster with the way they're shooting the 3-ball. So can we be real about that? That's context. And we're not even going to talk about the defense. We're not even going to talk about rules specifically manipulated to allow guys to score more. We know that. How do we know that? Not my opinion. We know that because Adam Silver said it. We know that because former president of basketball operations for the NBA, Stu Jackson, also said it. We know the rules have been manipulated to allow guys to score more. There's no question about that. So we got to stop this business of, player X today is a better scorer than player Y, back in the day. Like, cut that out. Think about this. And then I'll move on to the second quick hit. Think about if Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf played today. He would be Steph Curry. He was Steph Curry before Steph Curry. Think about if Glenn Rice played today. Think about if Hersey Hawkins played today. Think about if Mitch Richmond played today. Clyde the Glide Drexler played today. All these guys were elite scorers back then. Didn't have the green light to shoot 10, 15 threes per game. Didn't have the benefit of playing in eras where defense was literally legislated out of the game to allow them more scoring. We have to take into account the truth on these things. Now, there may be a standalone show coming on this particular topic. I may be forced to do it, so we'll see about that. But I wanted to make this a quick hit for this particular episode. So we'll get to that. Absolutely. Chief said Bubba. That's a good one. Alex English, who led the entire decade of the 1980s in scoring. And that includes Larry Bird, and that includes Dr. J, and that includes Michael Jordan, right? That includes Dominique Wilkins, all the elite scoring guys. And not Adrian Danley, Alex English scored more points than all of them. You got a guy named Vinnie Johnson, who they called the microwave. He was a six-man, a scoring king off the bench. And he was the guy they called him the microwave because as soon as he came in, he got hot. Imagine if he had the green light like these guys have today. Bernard King, absolutely, Chief Sid Bubba, had scored 60 in a game before, and a couple of times right near the top of the NBA in scoring. So there's a lot of guys who would kill today. They just, when they played, they didn't have the opportunity. They didn't have the rules. And again, they didn't have the volume of 3-pointers. So we got to stop when people say this. And it's crazy that Skip Bayless, who I believe is in his late 60s, early 70s now, he's been around. He's covered the league. He knows better than what he's saying. But people get upset when you say Clutch got to player X or Clutch got to player Y, because Skip has been a guy who's been a relative voice of reason in this basketball discourse for a lot of years. And now all of a sudden he's saying something so crazy, especially on a show where we know that Clutch has an interest in that and a level of influence and involvement on that show, which would be the arena. So it's real interesting that Skip gets involved with the arena and all of a sudden he starts kicking the Clutch type lies. Like, real interesting. But again, that may be a standalone show. So I'm going to leave that alone in terms of quick hits. That was a quick hit, right? Supposed to go fast. I probably could have went on with that for a while. Let's see. Okay. Next up. Second quick hit. Transformer, what's good, my guy? How you doing?
Anchors away, my boys. Anchors away. You thought you were gonna get away with it, but not today. Order arms. Salute my boy Chief Sid Bubba, man. Let's go. You got to introduce him properly the next time, okay? You got to mention the song. It's a part of the standard. It's a part of the show. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. How y'all doing? Bruce, boy, how you doing, brother?
I was good till you sang that song, Transformer.
Well, you know. Yeah, no.
I was doing well until you had to come in and sing that song.
And you were spitting that quick hit ever so eloquently.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So you were doing a great job, man. I hate I had to ruin the mood, but I'm here.
Yeah, you did.
What's going on, K's? What's going on, baby?
Oh, man. All right. Do you have anything to add on that quick hit?
KD's the most efficient scorer.
I don't even know about that.
I mean, when pure score, I mean, because what was the comment? Pure score, right? Or just score, period.
I think Skip said he's a better scorer than Jordan because I think he says he's more efficient and he scored more points on less shots.
The scoring more points, less shots. Nah. The thing that separates KD from MJ is literally just pure efficiency. Like KD can literally go give you a 30 off of 13 shots. Like that's how efficient he was. Other than that, that's literally the only hat he can hang over Jordan. Jordan is a great volume shooter, but as far as ways and how to score, he can score from any level. Now, granted, the 3-point line wasn't as prominent when he came up because they started institutionalizing that post the end of his career, more so the Wizards years, where you definitely saw the 3-point line pick up and it started going into the Kobe era, the LeBron and Steph era. Now it's just bonkers. They're shooting from 30 feet. But
Celtics.
But when you're looking at scoring, when KD had to get manhandled, he shut down, right? You wasn't manhandling Jordan. You wasn't manhandling Jordan. So in order for you to be a better scorer, you got to be able to take double teams. KD's not even better than Kobe in that aspect. Kobe took triple teams to the backs.
Correct.
So when you look at it like that, I will say KD's just a more efficient scorer. Like he needs less shots to get 30. He's pure efficient. I mean, his numbers are high. He's a great 50. What's that? 50, 40, 90?
Yeah.
He's a 50, 40, 90 guy. Shoots high from the 3-point line, free throw line, and he could give you 50% plus in most games during the season from the field. And that's including the 3-point line. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, other than that, I mean, Skip Bayless was just giving a little too much praise for KD, in my opinion. Saying he's a better scorer. Nah. That's false. Efficient, I can give you that. But better, no. But shout out to KD, man. Passing in the top 5 all time. Give him his flowers where they do. And he did it on less shots. That just goes to show you how efficient he was. But little context that it's just more efficient, not better score.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Second quick hit. This one, it's March Madness, NCAA tournament, men's and women's. And for those of you who don't know, the first 2 rounds, I think, of the women's tournament are held on campus, higher seed location, right? And so over the weekend, I don't know if it was over the weekend, Syracuse women, the Syracuse Orange women, they played against the mighty UConn Huskies, who are now the winners of 51 straight games and very likely to repeat as national champions.
Program is insane.
Insane. What's Gino Auriemma have? 12 national titles now?
It's just something stupid.
Yeah, and countless players of the year. Obviously, Maya Moore went there. Shout out Maya Moore. Maya Moore went to UConn, Diana Taurasi, Paige Beckers, Brianna Stewart, so on. Rebecca Lobo, all of them, right? Yeah. Just dominant player after dominant player. And the next one up is Sarah Strong, I believe, and she may be coming out this year. But the point I'm trying to make is UConn played against Syracuse, and UConn destroyed them. I think it was 98-45. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it was like 65-12 at the half. Like UConn just, definition of opening a can.
What's that Call of Duty? It's called Search and Destroy.
Man, listen.
You can't just come out on Search and Destroy mode, man.
For sure. Yeah. And so what I wanted to touch on for this quick hit is I was disgusted with the Syracuse head coach in the post game. And her name is, I should have it written down here. I'm sorry. Her name is Felicia Leggett-Jack. And I was disgusted with her commentary. And I'm going to play it here because it's short, but I was just disgusted. So here we go.
for us to do what we've done, to continuously have to come to UConn, and every single school that I go to, from Buffalo to it's unfair to the young people. I don't know whether there's somebody said, is there something that they might have against me? If that's the case, then we need to communicate about that. But for us to be what we've done in our body of work, to have to come and play the best team in the country. I mean, Gino has this thing going, and I love what he's done, but I thought deserved a little more respect after being in this business for 37 years, and to have to come and be in this particular bracket every freaking year is unacceptable. It's wrong. It's somebody, and if you're on the committee and you've been around for more than a year or two or 5 to 10 or 15 years, you understand what that looks like. I've been on those committees to see how it's done, how you can put people on different lines, put us on a 10 line, whatever. But for us to continue to come to Connecticut year after year after year is, to me, it's a personal attack, because I just think that we are way better than what we perform today. But I think what you're going to notice, that everybody that come through Gino and UConn is going to get the raft of what they can bring. I just know this team right here had a strong chance of getting beyond this particular level.
So beat them.
Thank you.
Beat them.
Get back to the job.
Prove it.
Work harder. Thank you.
Because you're gonna have to play them anyway if you keep like if you make it to the next round and you got to face them in round 2. What's the difference?
Right.
What's the difference? What, Bruce? Maybe I'm misunderstanding what her point was. So she wants to not play them to show how better they are.
Yes. Yes. That's what she wants. Yes.
Beat them.
Yeah.
So I'm supposed to move you because you keep getting your behind kicked because you keep falling in line to UConn.
Yes, because
I need to move you.
It's a personal attack. I have a question for you, Transformer. Real talk. Some people may not like this. Could you imagine if this was a male coach?
Oh, man. They fired. Man, get him out of here. He ain't trying to win, bro.
Eviscerated, excoriated, annihilated. It would be so bad, the firestorm that would come down if a male coach said something like this.
Bruce, that right there is crazy.
Crazy work.
I want to move us to a different bracket because we keep getting beat by the same team.
Yeah.
Beat them.
Yeah.
But you want us to move you to show how better you are as a team.
Yeah.
I think the way to show that you're better is by beating UConn. Easier to say than done. But you're gonna have to play them anyway.
Yeah.
So if I put you on a whole other side of this bracket and you make it to the finals, the national championship game, and it's still 65-12 at the half, what the hell did you change?
Nothing.
It's not like you're gonna win.
Nothing.
Bruce.
Yeah, that's
no.
Yeah.
No.
Imagine if Phil Jackson when the Bulls kept getting beat by the Pistons. Imagine that.
Move me to a different bracket. Move me to the West.
Imagine if Chuck Daly would have said that when the Pistons kept getting beat by the Celtics. Imagine that.
Put me in the other conference to show how better I am.
Right.
Then when I get to the finals, I get smacked the same way I would have got smacked if I played him in the first round.
Imagine if Kirby Smart said that when he kept getting beat by Saban.
And what did Kirby end up doing?
Get better and beat him.
Beat him. Got better, and I beat him.
That's right.
That's the way you do it, coach.
That's how you do it, coach.
Other than that ain't nobody finna move you because you losing to the same team. Beat them.
It's a personal attack.
Attack? No.
So I just wanted to share that. That was my quick hit.
That damn that pissed me off. That damn that derailed the show.
Real talk. I think it's symptomatic not just of women's sports, but of modern mentality, period, right? Of everything is a personal attack and the lack of competitive fervor, fire, and flair. Because, like you said, go back to the drawing board, work harder, and beat them. That's it.
That's
Figure out
literally that simple.
Figure out a way.
Make it a closer fight. I don't know.
Yeah.
So how better you are by making it a decent halftime. Make it 36-38.
Yeah. Make it competitive.
Make it competitive. But to move you because you're getting beat by them, man, I'm sorry. You're gonna continuously get your ass kicked.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. You got a quick hit transform?
No, sir.
Okay, well, your brother has one.
Oh, he does.
Yes, he does. Remember, we're taking quick hits.
No, I got you.
All right, so here we go. Ed Dog, shout out Ed Dog in the chat. His quick hit is: if you are a head coach of the NFL prepping for a playoff game, which QB will give you nightmares? Patrick Mahomes or Peyton Manning?
Both.
I know which one I'd say.
If I was coaching for start over.
If you were a head coach in the NFL and you were prepping for a playoff game, which QB will give you nightmares? Obviously, you're the opposing head coach, Pat Mahomes or Peyton Manning.
Both.
You got to pick one.
Peyton.
That's the point of this.
I'll probably pick Peyton because he will try to outsmart you.
Computer.
His audible
game crazy.
His audible game is nuts.
Yeah.
He'll change the play 4 times with one word.
Mm-hmm.
Omaha. And on the second Omaha, it's a different play.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody else knew but you.
Mm-hmm.
Running back already sliding to the right, like, oh yeah. We went to the third play. Omaha. Oh, that's 3 times.
Right. And they got all them dummy calls too.
Yeah. But I mean, realistically, either one of them will give me freaking nightmares. Pat in the fourth quarter, he has the ball in his hand, you're in trouble. He has weapons, you're in trouble. He has a run game, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
This man can beat you with his legs. He can extend the play. He can roll out. So, it's like, what's the better of 2 evils? Would you rather get beat at the line of scrimmage with Peyton's smartness, or would you rather get beat outside of the pocket if you let Patrick Mahomes escape? Which one would you rather get beat with? I'd
rather get beat by Pat Mahomes outside the pocket.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with Peyton Manning and all the wild manipulation that he can do.
Correct.
It's crazy at the line. I also heard Ephraim Salam say the same thing. Like, he literally was giving guys nightmares, and that's no shade on Pat Mahomes. We know how great he is, but man, what Peyton Manning could do, when he get up there and he see what real chess match.
Absolutely. He was literally going to outsmart you.
Yeah, I think so. But he had to, because the physical tools in terms of escapability and stuff like that weren't there. So he had to be able to dissect you.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that question.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Transformer, who's better, Durant or LeBron? LeBron. In what? Scoring? LeBron. Based on Skip Bayless.
Right.
Yeah. That's easy. LeBron. Kevin Durant, he obviously never wanted to be the guy. LeBron's been that guy. That's just, you don't get no simpler than that cottage.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
You're right.
Next question.
Hey,
good answer, Bubba.
Peyton does have a Hall of Fame head coach, Tony Dungy. Yeah.
Tony Dungy.
Yes, sir.
To be honest with you, Andy Reid wasn't Hall of Fame until he got Pat. So
he probably would have got in.
It wouldn't have been it's like first ballot as it is now. Yeah, now he's the first ballot.
5 NFC title games, freaking a Super Bowl appearance. He'd have got in eventually. Yeah. But now it's like, okay, no question.
Guaranteed.
Right.
They're not going to try to Bill Belichick him.
Right.
It's like, nah, get that man in there. That man had 6 straight seasons. The boys didn't even not make the AFC Championship game.
Mm-hmm.
3 Super Bowls, and that's like, nah, get him in there. Get him in there.
You go.
But yeah.
All right, we ready to rock and roll with these main topics, Transformer?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get it. All right. So we talked maybe last episode or the one prior to that, we talked about Kevin Durant's big Ringer article. And of course, there was a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say quite a firestorm, but there's a lot of talk about Kevin Durant and his comments on Michael Jordan, especially kind of trying to really figure out where he stands on Mike, right? Because before, when he was on Mind the Game with Steve Nash and LeBron, he was talking about how some guys want to take a break, go play baseball. I don't know what that shot was for. Excuse me. I don't know what that shot was for, but he decided he was going to do that. Okay, cool, whatever. Then I guess during the Ringer interview, they were trying to really clear things up, ask him what he meant by that. He had a lot of commentary on Michael Jordan, so on and so forth. So, of course, this has kind of spawned just another angle and, you know, a new version of the GOAT debate, of course, right? The one Transformer loves so much. Anyway, so Colin Cowherd was on his Colin Cowherd podcast the other night, and he was on there with host of was it Jason Timpf, host of the Hoops Tonight podcast, which is also on the Volume Podcast Network, and it was okay. That podcast isn't bad, but I'm kind of iffy on it because Jason Timpf, to me, he's not too respectful of the previous generations, and he's like he's a really big LeBron guy, so I'm like, So I find it difficult to get truly objective commentary, but it is what it is, right? His age is what it is, and you know he's influenced by what he's influenced by, and I can understand that because my age is what it is, and I'm influenced, you know, by who I'm influenced by. Just as you are, Transformer. We all kind of have that bias towards our eras. So yes, that guy, the Mamba, respect, dude. God bless the dead. So anyway, they had some interesting commentary on Michael Jordan and LeBron James, mostly Michael Jordan, but I wanted to
sprinkle in a little LeBron.
Yeah. So I wanted to share that and talk about it. And I think this is going to be one of those where we start, stop, because, well, he had some really interesting things to say. So I'm going to set this up here, pardon me, and then we will we'll go ahead and we'll play. And you know how we do. We start, stop, we comment, we respond to different things that were said. All right, y'all ready?
Let's go.
Let's go.
So I want to pivot into an interesting comment this week, and it wasn't a shot at LeBron, but obviously you think of LeBron when KD said Michael Jordan's bigger than basketball. And I've always said Magic and Bird saved the NBA. Michael made it global. LeBron made it mobile. And it was thinking about that. And I want your thoughts on this. First of all, your thoughts, because I have one. Your thoughts on KD saying like Michael Jordan's above basketball. They'll always be great players. They'll never be Michael. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, like you talked about the saving of the NBA with Magic and Bird. Like they brought it back from the brink, but MJ was what made the sport as culturally resonant as it is now.
He made it cool.
Yeah, and like I know that you hear a lot of like LeBron versus MJ stuff in the media. You hear a lot of LeBron versus MJ stuff from fans, but talk to basketball players. You're not going to find a basketball player that doesn't revere Michael Jordan. Like it's just such an important part of your basketball development. Watching his footage, like I was a LeBron fan. I grew up a LeBron fan. LeBron's the reason I fell in love with basketball. You don't have any idea how many times I went and watched Michael Jordan's top 100 plays on YouTube. Like it just the way that like shaped my entire love for the game of basketball. It's just there's a certain aura and a history that surrounds him that is insurmountable.
So first thing, I find it so interesting when you get guys, even younger guys in a more modern sports media context, who are noted LeBron guys and LeBron this, LeBron that, and any other case, when they're forced to talk about Michael Jordan, have you noticed, other than Nick Wright and Shannon Sharp, and well, other than Nick Wright, because even Shannon Sharp, if you catch him talking about Michael Jordan, not in the context of versus LeBron James, but just Michael Jordan, have you noticed the way the tone is different, Transformer? The reverence for Michael Jordan, the way they tell these stories about Michael. Shannon Sharp, as he often likes to tell, he's been around a lot of famous people, so on and so forth. When he met Michael Jordan, he saw Michael Jordan had the glow. And he's like, it didn't seem real. Like people don't talk about LeBron that way. And I find it so interesting. And especially, again, even people who love LeBron, when they talk about Jordan, not in the context of the GOAT debate, their tone for Michael Jordan is so reverent, so respectful. Or am I overstating that?
No, I do catch that from time to time. It's kind of similar, and I'm not meaning to press your buttons.
Okay.
But it's kind of similar
Mhm.
how when you talk good about Jordan versus when you talk good about LeBron.
Talk to me.
Kind of similar. Your tone, your influence on what you're trying to get the public or the audience to grasp the most about Jordan, right? Or about an achievement that Jordan made. You give it that gloss, that glow. But then when it comes to LeBron, you kind of like say it and be like, okay, guys, I said it. There you go. Moving on. Right? Nick Wright does the polar opposite of you, but for LeBron.
Okay.
He will glowingly talk about LeBron this, LeBron that, and then he'll be like, well, and MJ was pretty great too. I mean, one of the great, like one of the greatest of all time, and blah 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 blah. And then he'll just move past Jordan and get back to LeBron.
Okay.
You kind of do a similar thing.
Okay.
Like just sitting back and observing over the course of all this time that we've known each other.
Right.
You do a similar thing. Your context about Jordan. And then, okay, well, look, LeBron's the greatest driver of the basketball. But boom, and you right back to Jordan. So I get it. I get it. I
gotta pay attention.
I mean, but, when you're yourself, you don't see it until you like sit back and be like, oh, okay. I kind of did give Jordan a lot of love.
Okay.
I kind of like not saying you skim past it because you say it, and then you make the comment to the public like, see, I said it. I said it because I'm not gonna put my knee pads on, but you just already did this whole soliloquy for Jordan,
right?
Which I'm gonna just state what LeBron did. That's great. Moving on. Context. Here it is.
Okay.
Bam. Let's. You know what I mean? So yeah, just a little bit. I get it.
Appreciate that.
I get it. Not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying.
That's why I rock with you because I wouldn't have seen that. All right, let's go back to the clip.
For even a guy like LeBron. And I think we've seen that with LeBron almost manifest in I don't want to call it insecurity because it manifests in like a reaction from him where like he'll often like promote himself as in some sort of effort to try to reach that level. But the reality is there's a certain amount of like he was the first guy like that and there will never be another first guy like that.
So it is interesting that Jason Timpf, a guy who loves LeBron, admittedly says that he used the term. Yeah, Nino, we know what's going on, brother. Oh, he used the term. All right, we did record at the same time. Pause. He used the term. He doesn't want to say insecurity, but that's precisely the word that he used, which means that's the word that he was thinking about and associated with LeBron James in terms of this whole GOAT debate, Michael Jordan thing, right? So why would you say, well, I don't want to use the word insecurity when clearly that was the first thing that you thought about in reference to LeBron? So let me ask you this before we go on. Do you feel that LeBron has some insecurity in terms of this GOAT debate and this constant comparison with Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man, that's point blank. Yeah.
All right. Just asking.
Because I mean, if you were secure about it, you wouldn't need to consistently verbally say it or show ways to prove it. If you are, you are. Let the public debate that. I wouldn't need to state it. Right? So that like you want people to know, like, okay, I fought to get here. I'm the greatest player of all time, or I'm the greatest player ever. Right. Or whatever the case may be. So, yeah, he does.
4 MVPs, 10 finals runs, 4 championships, 4 finals MVPs. What is it? 20 All-NBA teams, right? 20 or 21.
Some 20.
15, 16 all-first teams.
He didn't make it last year, did he?
No.
So it'll be 21.
No. Right, 21. There you go.
Yeah.
LeBron's got a lot of stuff, man. I give LeBron a hard time, but
a lot.
But that guy's got a lot of stuff. He's done a lot,
That man accolade list on Wikipedia is going to be crazy.
All-time leading scorer, top 5 in assists. For me personally, it's very hard for me to ever get past the 4 and 6 finals record. But I mean, it's a lot of stuff that guy has done, man.
Yeah.
So
I mean, when you unpack it, Him and Wilt Chamberlain would have similar careers.
Yes. That's a very good analogy. Sure.
Yeah.
Yep. And if Wilt didn't say, I'm tired of this,
I'm tired of getting beat by them bloated ass Celtics. It's like, God, them boys is loaded. I can't keep going against all them boys.
Right.
Jerry dropped 40. Damn it.
Yeah.
Help.
Yeah. All right. Let's continue.
And so
Michael also, there was no social media. So part of what makes Michael fascinating was that we didn't know about his private life. There weren't platforms. So you needed his basketball and his fashion. That was your gateway to knowing Michael. His basketball, you didn't know about his marriage. You didn't know about his private life. We get so much of LeBron now, right? Like, I know so much. I know where he lives. And so it doesn't feel special. It's like Jack Nicholson always had a theory. Don't go, make people go to the theater to watch your work. Don't go.
Transformer, the social media piece, right? We talked about that the other night.
Correct.
And you had some very good commentary on that about how obviously LeBron has had to deal with that for the bulk of his career, most of it. When was Twitter? 2010, and obviously Facebook and MySpace were prior to that. So the point is, he's had social media for his whole career.
Yeah,
Jordan has not. And so people often give the excuse of, oh, LeBron has had to deal with social media, blah, blah, blah. So because of social media, we don't know. We know everything about LeBron's private life we didn't know about Jordan. So why do people say that? And let me get the reason I asked that, right, is because even in the social media era, we still know nothing about Kawhi Leonard. Why? Because he's not out there like that. He doesn't want us to. We've got to stop this using social media as an excuse, not you per se, but many people as an excuse and a plug for LeBron. Why? Because LeBron makes plenty of money and gets plenty of attention off of social media. Do you think that if he didn't want that, he couldn't just put it down and not be there? There are some guys who just aren't about that, who are outstanding players, man. What are your thoughts on my take on that?
A little over aggressive.
Okay.
Little over aggressive. Just because we see and know everything about him. Give me a second. Hold on. My daughter is trying to interrupt me while I'm on the show. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ.
That better not be Mariah, man.
Of course it is. You know exactly who it is.
Hey, man, tell her come over here and say
but Mariah, BB, Bruce wants to say, hey, we stopping the whole show for Mariah, everybody.
Hey, Mariah, how you doing?
Jesus Christ. Where was I?
Man, gotta show the fans love, man.
But no, pressure. There's a different amount of pressure when every part of your life can get commented on, scrutinized, criticized. That's the word I'm looking for. I was like, it's a word that's in my brain. I just couldn't get it because Mariah wanted to interrupt the show. But every part of your life can get criticized.
Okay.
It's pressure's going to happen irregardless, whether that was your intent for it to be criticized or not. Everything about your social media life, on camera, off camera, that's caught in snapshots, is going to be criticized. That does amount pressure.
Okay.
Right? When people say the reference of LeBron being in a social media era is a little different than Jordan, they're right. Because every part of like and what they're probably about to get into, we didn't know crap about Jordan. Only thing we know was on the court and shoes. That's literally it. We know LeBron kids. We know what grade they in. We know what grades they get. We know what ages they are. We know his wife. We know his team. We know his manager. We know his trainer. We know
that because he wants us to know all that, Transformer.
Because he has to.
No, he doesn't. He
has
takes advantage of that the same way we do. No, he doesn't. You know why he doesn't, Transformer? I just gave you the perfect example. We don't know anything about Kawhi Leonard, and he came up in his social media age too.
The NBA didn't ask Kawhi to. They made LeBron this. The NBA is going to have to take this. They got to take this. Kawhi Leonard is also not extravagant, outgoing personality that can float across all types of media networks. Kawhi Leonard is an introverted, slightly autistic individual.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't gonna work. You saw when they put him in front of the camera at the Clippers. It was like, yeah, that ain't gonna work. It's not gonna work. That's not gonna work, right?
Right.
The way the NBA brought LeBron James in, they showed him only one way: cameras in your face, no matter what you do, interviews, pictures, everything. They put this on this kid at 16 or 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he knows.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know how to sit back. He went dark 30. What was it, 2010, 2012, or somewhere around there, where he did the 0 dark 33 in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he got killed for that. He was like, no.
I thought that was great.
We need you on. For him. It was great for him.
Yes.
It wasn't great for the league.
Yes.
The NBA didn't like that. They're like, well, no, we need your upticks up. You're the one making the dollars.
Like they should have liked that, Transformer, because what did that lead to? LeBron doing this, locking
focus.
in, and wanted these. And so
absolutely
that's better for the NBA. Are we in agreement there?
But in agreement. But during that time span, they lost out on dollars because they wasn't getting that exposure of LeBron James.
But when
that time is why they were pissed.
But when he ended up winning, those dollars came back because that's what they needed. Not just LeBron as the great player that he is and always has been. They needed LeBron as the winner too, to continue to push, the storyline and that, whatever you want to call it, the true narrative. They needed to show that about him. Not only is he a great player, but now he's over the threshold and he's a winner and he's what we said he was going to be, right? And so I don't look at it as they need. I think that was a brilliant move for him and for the league.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now imagine that man try to do that shit for a year.
I get you on that.
Imagine for a year
missing out. Okay,
they will give you that upset. So LeBron can't do that. He's like, I have to show face. Well, I am the face of the league. They put me here. They place me here. Yeah,
I'm just saying that you can be a great player in the social media era without being, a social media magnet.
But there's a difference between. There's a difference between being a great player. There were a lot of great players when Jordan played.
True.
But there's a difference between being the player.
The player, the face.
The player, the face.
Yeah.
They needed a face.
True indeed.
When Magic left, who came? Mike.
Yeah.
They didn't need nobody else.
Right.
When Mike left, who came? Kobe. And then when Kobe got in trouble, what did they need to do? They needed to pivot. They needed to pivot. Mm-hmm. They need their face to be the public guy.
Right.
LeBron had that for 23 years.
By the way, I think Wemby's the next one we'll talk about.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we're going to talk about Wemby.
I was wrong on that. I can't wait to say how wrong I was.
No, absolutely. But yeah, man, I mean, when people say that, that's what I think about.
Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. I thank you again for explaining that. I love it. That was good. Because I was sitting earlier and I was like, yeah, I got him. Got him. Kawhi. No.
No. Horrible example.
And by the way, I was not trying to compare Kawhi and LeBron. What I was trying to do is demonstrate that you can be a superstar level player in this league in the social media era without being all over social. That's what I was trying to demonstrate.
Yeah. Not when you're the player.
I got you.
Yeah. I got you. The NBA needed him to be the player, to carry it. We need this. We putting you on the mantle. We need everything about you.
Chief is right. That's right.
Well, I mean, Kobe got the face, became the face. The NBA didn't want Kobe.
Because you couldn't deny it.
Yeah.
You could not deny what the guy was doing.
Correct.
And you couldn't deny the fact that you couldn't make somebody else the face when the fans were so enamored with Kobe and his play style and what he was doing.
Yeah.
You couldn't say, well, we don't want it to be you. It's got to be someone else. No, you got to, wherever the fans turn, that's where you have to follow as an organization.
Because Kobe didn't start taking that face card to 05, 06.
Right.
Post the Shaq era.
Yeah.
And he started dropping 81 and 40.
All he wanted to do was work out and get better and try to beat people and cook people. That's all he was about.
Correct.
All right. Let's continue with the clip. This is good so far.
go on Johnny Carson, don't go on Letterman, make him go to the theater. I don't know if Michael thought about that, but you had to either buy Michael shoes or go to his game. That's how you saw Michael's greatness. LeBron's everywhere. And so I do think there's a mystery that there's nothing LeBron could have done about that. It's just there's a mystery about Michael and a uniqueness where I can watch the Laker game, go to YouTube, watch the highlights, go to TikTok, watch the extra highlights. Like with Michael, think about it. I mean, when Michael first came into the league, you couldn't watch their games. You didn't get, I mean, if he played certain nights, Michael scores 48. Unless Sports Center gave me like 3 baskets, I couldn't even watch the highlights until the playoffs. So I don't think you can, I just think Michael had, in a strange way, a privacy advantage that made every time you saw him play special. That's not LeBron's fault.
I'd even extend that to what's happening on the court, in the sense that, like, can you imagine if Michael Jordan's 2 Washington Wizards years took place during Twitter, and every time he took a defensive possession off?
Can we stop there? So first thing, the same way we say for the modern players, when I get on them and talk about they don't have to deal with this, they don't have to deal with that, the rules, blah, 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 style of play. And people say to me, well, they can't help when they were born, right? So why can't it go the other way in terms of, well, Michael didn't have to deal with social media. He couldn't help when he was born. Can we use the same type of argument there?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I
mean, if it goes for the younger guys, well, they can't help when they were born. All they could do is play how they play and play who's in front of them, right? Okay, cool. When I say Joker didn't have to deal with this or Joker didn't have to deal with that, I'm using an easy example top of that, right? Well, he couldn't help when he was born. It's not his fault those elite centers aren't in the league. Got it. True indeed. So why can't we say, well, Mike couldn't help when he was born. It's not his fault there was no social media when he played. Because the equivalent of social media at the time, newspapers and whatnot, they were all over Mike. It wasn't the same. I'm not saying it was.
I'm about to say it's night and day, bro.
I'm not saying it was the same. But for that time, that was our Twitter. That was our Facebook or whatever you want to, Every morning you stopping at the stand outside the train station, 50 cents and you get a newspaper and you read that sports page on the way to school or work or whatever.
And guess what? Facebook free.
Yeah, I get it. I'm just trying to
TikTok free.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that's
My mama got a goddamn TikTok. I'm trying to figure out how. Wow.
Shout out Mama Transformer. No, but you get what I'm saying though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could go both ways on anything. Pause. You could truly go both ways on anything. When you make this, because the whole pressure argument is a now generational type of thing, right? I mean, and that's what they have to lean on as far as like, you can't do anything in life when you're a superstar, when you're a movie star, when you're a rapper, when you make stardom. Everything you do in life, your life, is now micronized and it's under a microscope. You can't breathe wrong, right? You can't fart wrong in public and then not turn into a tabloid post the next day. The players and now we're going back to Jordan, they didn't have to deal with that. Honestly, and I say it all the time, I'm like, if Jordan was in a social media era doing the same thing, oh boy, I guarantee you a lot of people look at Jordan different.
You know what I always say about that? I say if Jordan was in the social media era, players on the court would hate him even more, because when he got pissed off about people talking on social media, he wouldn't whine about it. He'd take it out on the opposition and it would be bad.
No, not true.
That's what I think. I think it would be bad for the opposition. So the second part of that clip right there was when they said, can you imagine if there was Twitter during Michael Jordan's Wizard years? And it really frustrates me. I keep saying it. It really frustrates me when people who are high-level mainstream sports media people and who have the resources and the researchers and all of that continue to push false narratives and don't really do the knowledge. And by that, I say this Michael Jordan was so terrible as a Wizard is badly overstated.
No.
You got to cut that out.
You're misconstruing what he's saying.
Okay.
What did Snead do the other day?
With what?
What did Snead do to LeBron the other week?
I don't know. What did he do?
He made a clip, that video.
Oh, yeah.
That's what the guy's saying.
Mm-hmm.
I could find a clip of LeBron, and there's clips of him in bad possessions.
Okay.
Like being lackadaisical, missing a read or not really getting a lot of effort or lift off the ground.
Sure.
That's what he's saying that he can't find about Jordan. That's what he's talking about. He's not saying like the Jordan's years were bad. Nobody's saying that. Nobody's going to ever say that.
Oh, a lot of people say that, Nick, right? Number one, Shane Coon, number two. A lot of
Jordan's Wizard years wasn't near what we got in Chicago. That's what I would say. Always say, like,
yes,
it's not nearly the same, right. But what he's saying is that I can go on TikTok and I can find thousands of videos of bad clips about LeBron's last game.
Okay.
And granted, you're probably like, well, I thought he played a good game, but when you look at that video and they're talking about 2 possessions in the first quarter, 3 possessions in the second quarter, 3 more possessions in the third quarter, then 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they can make that video 4 to 5 minutes long. You're like, damn, he had a bad game,
right?
Like, but
he might have still had like 24 and 8.
Exactly. Jordan probably had a game where he had 30.
Yeah.
But I can probably find 3 players where this man was just letting somebody blow by him. It's like, oh, damn, I ain't running. I ain't chasing down that block. I ain't doing all that. Boy, I'm 30. I'm 38, 39. I'm 40. I'm not doing that. That's what I believe he's saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know a lot of that with Jordan was the injuries, but that's all. Anyway, we're not gonna.
Oh, don't do that.
No, he wasn't the same player, clearly.
Oh, okay. All right. Good.
All right.
Good. Being pushed by Kuzma to play defense. He did.
Get out there.
And he got traded. Don't touch LeBron.
Right. For real.
Don't touch me.
Yeah. Dwight Howard also got traded for getting on LeBron about defense.
Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me crazy either.
All right, let's continue.
Every time he got back cut, every time he didn't box out, like that's the crazy part is LeBron has had his entire age 38, 39, 40, 41 seasons be microanalyzed on a possession to possession basis through clips on Twitter. And it's like,
bingo.
The reality is we're seeing something completely unprecedented for a guy his age. But because it's being microanalyzed in many ways, it's like, oh, here are all the ways that LeBron's dropping the ball. Here are all the ways that LeBron is not coming through for his team. And I almost feel bad for him in that sense because I can only imagine if I microanalyzed every possession of Michael's Wizards tenure, how ugly it would have been at times.
Well, I've always said there's one 30 for 30. There's one great sports documentary left, and it's Michael Jordan with the Wizards. His teammates hated him. The coaches hated him. But Michael was good looking, brilliantly dressed. And let's be honest, 6 for 6 in the finals.
Can we see, this is what when I talk about the false narratives, right? His coaches hated him. He got the coach the job. He got Doug Collins the job. Doug Collins was the one who coached him when he was averaging 35 and 37 in Chicago. Doug Collins still speaks glowingly of Jordan to this day. Doug Collins loves Michael Jordan. So you see what I'm talking about when I'm saying these are people in the mainstream media who have connections, they have insiders, they have researchers, but they're still out here lying and making stuff up. His coaches did not hate him. Now,
players did.
Hold on. There were some players who hated him, but you know why that was though, right? The players who hated him, because Michael Jordan, why did he come out of retirement? Because he couldn't stand the losing, and he said he wanted to show these players how to compete and how to win. So he comes out of retirement, gets himself back in shape, comes out and plays. And when you got a guy who's 38, 39, 40, whatever, right? When he's doing all of that and outplaying you, and on one leg and still giving more effort on defense and offense than you, you're going to hate him because you have to hear about it. That's the problem. So it's not they hated him because he was a dick or something like that. They hated him because he showed them up at an advanced age and demanded, like he always did, excellence of his teammates. So is that really hating him or hating what he's showing about you? Not you, Transformer, but I mean, I'm asking.
They hated him because he came in there to be the boss.
Okay.
They don't give a damn about all that other crap. His old behind came in to be a boss and be a player. Like, bro, you did your time in Chicago. Don't come like we're younger guys, younger players. We're trying to be, develop in our own ways.
So
And you came in here trying to be a coach / player.
So let me show
you.
You
don't need all that.
That's what he's saying.
We don't need all that.
See, and that's why
you gonna coach or not? You want to be a coach? You want to be a player?
I want to be.
Honestly,
I'm gonna show y'all what it is.
Who was it? Was it Hayward? What was it? Hayward? Who was the other guy on the Wizards?
Brendan Haywood.
Brendan Haywood.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I hated that shit. I'm playing. We supposed to be playing through the younger guy. Me.
That's why he hated it.
Like what we do? What we doing all this caping up for Jordan for?
Some,
he was like, you supposed to be developing me, building around me. Meanwhile, Jordan just comes in.
I'm trying to help y'all win.
Or he wasn't winning nothing, Bruce.
Let's hold on. So I'm gonna send you the short that I did, but
okay.
I'm gonna send you the short. But
that's blood. It's over.
Here's another thing. Let me tell you this. Teach your brother to listen. Because he just like to antagonize me. Teach him to listen to what I say, and teach him what moving the goalpost actually means, because he has no idea. Please help that dude out. Help him out. Jeez. I'm just saying. You can help him. I know you can.
Did he say it in the comments?
No. He said, so no head coaches hated MJ. Are you sure about that, Bruce? When did I say that no coaches hated MJ?
Said that coach. You were talking about Doug Collins.
Thank you. You see? Yeah. Teach him how to listen, please. Teach him how to listen.
You actually stated that.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think what professional coach MJ had that ever hated him. I don't think he had any. I know his Olympic coaches loved him. Think about this. Chuck Daly, who coached the Dream Team, was the coach of the rival Pistons, and he loved Mike, right? We know Bobby Knight loved Mike. We know Roy Williams loved Mike. We know Dean Smith loved Mike. We know that, wasn't it Doug Collins loved Mike? We know Phil Jackson loved Mike. I'm trying to think, what coach, Edward, hated Mike? I mean, if you can find a coach that hated Mike, you let me know. I'm not saying none did. I'm saying none that I know of. Anyway, moving right along. Let's continue with the clip.
It's mythical. It's magical. And because we don't have a lot of Michael, there's a handful of pictures of Michael sitting in a hotel room by himself, smoking a cigar. You didn't really know what he did until tip-off. He was just kind of doing his own thing. So, and you are right. If he was with the Wizards, he was not that vertical a player. He had a fall-away jumper with the Wizards. He wasn't jumping over dudes. He was falling back.
LeBron was sixth in MVP voting last year. LeBron was sixth in MVP voting, and at age 40. And I just can't even imagine. It's crazy to me how often those two stints are compared to each other, and it's like, this is not the same. What LeBron is doing right now has never been done before.
That's a fact.
No,
that's a fact.
It is. I'm sorry.
We can't argue that, can we?
Nope.
No.
Nobody ever went this far.
Yeah, but I think that there was a lot of interesting commentary on. Yeah. Michael Jordan and LeBron a little bit in this particular set of clips. And I really enjoyed listening to it, and it gave me a lot to think about. That's why I said, I think this would be a cool topic. And I knew that I would get some really good feedback from you on it, which is why, I was happy to bring this topic up.
Good thing we're not making it a GOAT debate. We're just talking about the differences.
No, we don't need that, man. There is no debate.
Thank you. Even though I know you mean something totally different.
I mean something totally different.
I know you do.
I know I do.
But I want to bring this up. Jerry Stackhouse
explicitly
stated he wishes he never played in Washington, admitting that the reverence he had for his once idol was lost due to Jordan's selfishness, prioritizing his own shots over winning, and his refusal to run the team differently as he aged.
So this is what I'll say about that, right? Good quotes, right? So what I'll say is this. That is self-serving commentary by Stackhouse for a couple of reasons, right? One, MJ was his idol. Obviously, he was the next great two guard out of Carolina, right? And remember, when he was in college, he said he beat Jordan one-on-one. Jordan went down there and smoked him. So I'm pretty sure there was a little bit of something from that.
A little animosity going on.
Right. And then when he was in Washington, he was supposed to be the guy. And now Jordan comes out of retirement, starts dominating. But what people keep forgetting, and Stackhouse is counting on this, is that when Jordan went down with the knee injury, the Wizards were in the 4th seed in the East. So Michael Jordan was, I'm not going to say single-handedly because there were some good players on the team, but he was showing that team how to win. He was contributing heavily to winning. So I'm not going to say he's lying, but Stackhouse is being very disingenuous in saying he's prioritizing his shots over winning, because his shots, and again, before MJ went down with the knee injury, he was averaging like 25 a game. That's after being out of the league for like 3 years. He's averaging like 25 a game, significantly less athletic, so on and so forth, right? He's having to get his knee drained like every game and all this, but whatever. But the point is, Mike is putting up points. Mike is playing defense, and Mike had the Wizards in a very good spot to be a middle-of-the-pack playoff team in the East. How can Stackhouse, with good conscience, say that Mike was prioritizing his shots over winning? Explain that to me. What up, Blue?
You can hear her? Jesus Christ.
But go ahead, though.
And the kids is with us. Thank you, Pooh. My girl, my backup came. She's like, out for her, Blue. Just quiet him down.
Right.
I think the part that, like I said, nobody likes. Say, for example, Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
He comes back and decides to play for Philly. Comes back and decides to play for Philly. He takes Jalen Hurts' job.
Okay.
And he comes in, and knowing he's past his prime,
okay,
still got a little game left, right?
Sure.
And he comes in, and he's this asshole, selfish guy, knowingly trying to be an owner, coming back trying to run everything. And I know I'm the younger player that this team is supposed to be built around. We're not winning with a 39, 40-year-old Jordan being the main guy, as we're seeing it for LeBron James.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to win this way. Yes, we're winning games.
Okay.
That's fine, right? Okay. But what does that do for our futures when this man leaves?
Mm-hmm.
What does that do for us? It does nothing. If he's like, okay, he's channeling the vintage Jordan moments, capturing those moments, and we're getting the victories. Yes, we got to the 4th seed.
Mm-hmm.
What about next season when he's gone? And we wasted all of this time letting Jordan get off, handle all of this workload, playing through him, dominating the ball, being selfish, yelling, cursing us out, pissing off Kwame Brown, getting all that. What now happens to our development when he leaves? We go nowhere. We gain nothing. That would piss me off. Piss me off.
Do you think that maybe the thought is that what MJ was trying to do was to hold them to a standard and teach them what it takes to win?
It didn't work.
No,
maybe he tried a method that worked for the 80s and the 90s.
I was, well, were they that far off of the 90s though?
2000,
he won a title 3 years before.
Boy, you had it
that far off.
These degenerates are now different in 2000s, bro. They don't want to hear that.
All right. But what I'm just saying, like, I don't think it was a function of him trying to be selfish. I really think that he was trying to teach them guys how to win. And he was saying, if I'm the best player, like I always have been, I will lead you. And what I love about Jordan, once again, not a shot at LeBron, but I'm going to take one here, is that Jordan, like he said in Last Dance, I never asked anyone to do something I wasn't going to do. So even at that age, he was still getting in the crouch and still trying to defend. Meanwhile, LeBron is just pointing and yelling and telling other people to defend, right? But Jordan is out there defending and saying, come on, come with me, come with me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I think, and I'm not saying my perspective on it is the correct one. I'm just saying how I see it.
Yeah. I mean, but I think it's fair. But like, it's to me like the tone, what's the example? There's an example. What's his name? He coached for the Giants, won a Super Bowl, came to Jacksonville. You know his name?
Coughlin.
That's a perfect example.
See where you're going.
Right?
Yeah.
Whatever he did that worked in New York City, that brassness, that tone, that delivery, it worked phenomenally in New York with the Giants, with those teams, with Michael Strahan, and those veteran guys who came up with Mike Tomlin. I mean, not Mike Tomlin, Tom Coughlin.
Tom Coughlin.
When he came to Jacksonville, Bruce, what happened? You had to cover him.
Did not work.
It did not work. It didn't work.
I didn't cover that team, but I know what you mean.
Okay. I didn't know you. I didn't know if you were doing it.
I covered Doug Peterson.
Okay, Doug Peterson. Okay, cool.
But anyway, I get your point. It didn't work, but that was like 5-6 years after they won the title in New York. So that was some time later. But I get what you're saying.
And what we're in? What 2002 last championship was 98.
Yeah.
So about 4 years. So give or take a year, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He tried that same delivery that Tom Coughlin tried to give to Jacksonville. Them boys didn't like that. Like that. What the heck?
Rip Hamilton liked it.
Your time is said and done, brother. They trying to play through me, brother.
Rip Hamilton didn't feel that way.
Rip Hamilton got traded next year. That boy was gone. That boy was out of there. You know what I mean? And he came and became a champion with Detroit in 2004 when they freaking beat my Lakers.
But you know what it was, though? That's what occurred. You know what it was? Okay, so you just proved the point. Stackhouse had just come off leading the league in scoring, averaging 28 in Detroit. So now he comes down to Washington and thinks, I'm going to continue to dominate. Yeah, not so much. You got to play with the GOAT now. You know what I'm saying? So this here, and I'm not saying Stackhouse was all wrong. I'm not saying that. But it sounds like he's got some bitterness in him on this. You know what I mean? The year before he leads the league in scoring, and I think he did it on like 40%. So he was really putting up a lot of bad shots. But anyway, so he comes down to Washington thinking this is just going to continue. And Mike's like, nah. We ain't
doing that.
Right. And so that probably ended up messing up Stackhouse's money, because, you get bonuses for
accolades and numbers, first team All-NBAs.
But that probably ended up messing up Stackhouse's money, which is why he's talking now. So I get it.
Yeah. So it's a lot to unpack, man.
Yes,
it's a lot to unpack for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I got one. Okay, no, that was Wemby. Pardon me. All right. No, that was it. Okay, so we ready to go ahead and open up.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
I'm sure we're gonna have some good calls on this because we got extremely intelligent fans and viewers. I don't know, Edward. Don't say anything stupid.
You got to start it off like that, then. Yeah, don't call in
and say something silly. Oh man, what I got to deal with on the daily, man.
Oh man,
you lucky I ain't been calling you.
Hey, well, good thing is that I've been too damn busy to even answer the phone.
Yeah, I'm just messing with you.
Like, ooh, thank God, dodged the bullet.
But you guys know the number 904-219-8264. Dino, what's good, brother?
What's going on, man? That was crazy topic.
What'd you think? What'd you think of how we broke that down?
I think y'all broke it down excellent.
Okay.
I'm more on the side of Transformer.
Okay, that's cool.
Because he's on the side of, but both of y'all, that ain't you wrong, he right thing. It's a more so
perspective kind of.
I always tell you, I was right there in the middle where I grew up, no social media, we was outside, and social media just hit. And I was still young,
right?
And man, that thing boosting. You probably know it by now. That thing different.
Yeah, for sure.
So what I'm saying, I think that something happened where, and you know my theory. It all started with Skip Bayless and Stephen A. where it's something that was meant to be positive, debating and things can turn it into a negative, right? So
yeah, I can see that.
Let's think about the things we say. This is what we say, so Bron wants to be just like Joe. We think this to a negative. He brought number 23. He do the talk toss. Kobe got all his moves.
Right.
Man, let me tell you something, bro. It wasn't a kid in the world that I know from that played any type of basketball didn't want to be like MJ.
Like Mike.
I could never thought. Well, you better believe, hey, I had my tongue out or something.
Bruh.
We all want it. This thing where they kind of turned it into the debate. They turned it into a negative, so to speak. So now the social media and the young kids, you got to think some kids don't look at MJ how we look at MJ. I'm considered a Bron guy because it's more of my timeline, but I grew up as MJ. This is how you play basketball, MJ.
Yeah.
If you reach this, then you can't even reach this. Matter of fact,
right?
MJ. So, but you got to think about the kids now. So Bron is in that spot. Most Kobe too. We leave out Kobe, but Bron and Kobe is in that spot, right? But social media, and I don't believe everybody watch basketball. You can't even talk me into that. So the social media allows guys that don't even know what they talking about to have an opinion on something.
They do that in football too. It pisses me off.
Yeah. Don't start. Don't start.
Man, I could. That's a segment.
Y'all know what I'm talking about.
For sure.
It allows, and my theory on this though, this is the decade of hate, right? Which it's not just what y'all be saying of criticism, right? So my theory, like Scottie Pippen played with MJ. He wouldn't dare. He probably been had this feeling. This is my theory now. I know the number 2 guy. He probably felt like he was just as good as MJ back in the day. He wouldn't dare say none of this foolishness.
Right.
No.
All the foolishness he say nothing, he wouldn't dare say none of this. So that's my theory. But I got one theory. I'm gonna go.
Okay.
And I want. It comes from last topic, and I wanted to know what y'all think about that. I might be the only person in the world to think about it.
Okay.
This is why longevity has somewhat of significance. Because I don't believe the top 10 guys in your top 10 NBA players are way far off from each other, like we would say. So if you got, for example, MJ1 and you got Kareem or Elijah 1, Bron, Kobe 2, 3, whatever. I think the best team that you put around them guys gonna win. I don't think if you put them guys on the court, you would be able to tell. And I say this, I caught myself, and it was a guy saying, "I'm making the case for Bron. He making the case for Kobe."
Okay.
And he got to saying like, "Well, no, it was He was saying like, Bron, don't do this." And I was like, "Man, if I said this about Kobe, I'd be a hater because it's not true." I seen them guys play on the same court. And I couldn't say Kobe didn't belong on the court with Bron. So what's y'all theory on that, sir?
I think you make a very fair point, Nino, in terms of, you put the right amount of help around most of these guys. They have tremendous success. The only thing I'm going to say this, and people are going to hate it, don't care. LeBron needed more help than any other all-time great on his level. So I don't, that's a big part of why I don't put him up there with those guys.
I'm gonna have to break that down. I can't break, but I'm gonna tune in to the rest of the show. I'm gonna have to break that down, Bruce. I will be sending you a message on that.
That's what's up, hey, I love it, Nino.
We could bring it up. I got some stuff on that too, though.
Okay,
yeah. I got some stuff.
I want to hear Transformer thought on that too, though. I'm gonna tune in.
No doubt.
All right, y'all.
All right, Nino, great call, man. Thank you. All right. Chief, I saw you calling, man. Give us a call back, Chief. Said, Bubba, appreciate you, man.
Always.
I tell you, what I love about this show, Real Talk, and I'm not just saying it, man. We got like smart callers, like people who don't just say stuff. Like I respect that a lot, man. Chief said, Bubba, what's going on, man?
What's going on?
What's going on, shipmate?
What's going on, shipmate?
Oh, God.
What's cracking lacking?
Please.
Right.
I can't take it, guys.
You know what I'm thinking?
Yes. What you got?
Okay, so I'm thinking with MJ and LeBron, they're about 21 years apart.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference between, what guys was doing in the 80s and what guys was doing in the 2000s.
True.
So how so that's gonna be viewed. Like we grew up, I say, if you grew up in the 80s, 90s, man, we didn't give no F. But then they didn't have social media around either. Like I told somebody, I was a freaknik too, but thank God they didn't have social media and they didn't have F.
Boy, there's a lot of our aunties and
Oh my goodness.
Woo! But see, LeBron had to come out at 16. Face already in the camera, already on ESPN. Michael had that time to develop, to go under a coach, Coach Roy Williams, Coach Dean. It's just not, they growing up different makes a difference to me.
It does, Chief. Can I interrupt you for 1 second?
Go ahead.
This is something that really pisses me off. LeBron could have went to college. He could have played for a coach. He could have done that. That was his choice not to.
Bruce.
So now he gets a pass for it?
No, sir.
let somebody offer you $25 million at 17 years old. You gonna go to college?
That's not the point. The point is he didn't. Yes,
he could have went to college. However, was it conducive at that time? Because you got to remember, in the 80s and 90s, you had men.
Yeah.
You had men. You had to fight to pay the rent.
Mm-hmm.
There, you had young boys. The young boys trying to lead the young boys.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a different time, different era.
Well, at the same time, don't they always talk about how LeBron was already a man at 16 and he could play in the league? Which is it?
Okay, physically, but then two, you also got to think. Just because you got the body of a man, you got to have between your ears to make you a man too.
For sure.
Right.
So we had to see him growing up. We saw him really growing up. You didn't see everything that MJ did behind camera. Right. Michael was polished. Michael had David Falk. He knew how to move a certain way. Did LeBron and them have that? No. It's way different. Way different. And then two, Michael focused on basketball. Mm-hmm. LeBron was trying to focus on basketball, the business of basketball. Very different. Very different.
So again, these sound like choices, right? And the reason I say that, if you focus on basketball, then the business of basketball will follow, right?
Okay. So let me ask you this.
Sure.
Did Michael Jordan make $1 billion playing basketball?
No. But, well, again, Chief, come on, man. You're smarter than that. And you've been around long enough to know that the money wasn't the same, so he can't make that argument anyway.
Right. So if the money ain't the same, the choice is gonna be different.
Well, no, but I mean, the money for the era wasn't the same dollar for dollar, but in that era, if you made a lot of money, you were still making way more money than the average person, right? Remember Magic Johnson, shout out Magic, when he got his big deal, I know you remember this, 25 years, 25 million. That was inconceivable money, right? 25 million seems like nothing for an elite sports athlete today, but that was inconceivable money.
Folks getting that off the bench.
Right. That was what they call the FU money, right? And so I say that to say, like, while it's not the same as, a guy making $50 million a year today, it was still life-changing money, way more than 99% of Americans would ever see. So we can't look at it like that.
Well, the way I'm looking at it is just the times were different. You move different.
For sure.
You can't, certain things, being in the military, the way we came across, them guys can't come across.
Right.
So therefore, you have to look at that.
Right.
No, they can't.
They can't do what we did. So I always look at that. So therefore, I don't really. That's why I'm not so hard on LeBron. Different time, different era. So I have to kind of take that into consideration.
No doubt.
But to add to your point, Chief said, Bubba, a lot of people overlook this aspect as well. Look at how he was brought up. And I'm not going to make this a gender thing, but
I get it.
Michael had mama and daddy.
And that's big.
That's huge.
That's not a gender thing. That is a statistical reality.
And he had older siblings.
Right.
To help mentor him, mold him.
And older brothers, right?
And older brothers.
By the way, his older brother's a retired Army Command Sergeant Major, right?
And moving on.
I'm just saying.
We're gonna because you want to throw that Army tidbit in there, but it's big.
I had to throw in there something, man. I had to do something. Damn it.
But guess what? when you got brothers to compete against or sisters to compete against, it makes a whole
competitor.
It's a great point.
You got to fight for bragging rights in your house.
Yeah, it's right. Ask Reggie Miller.
Right.
Now, when you're a single kid. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chief.
So like with us. Now we friends and all, but whatever we try to do, we try to beat you. We try to outdo you.
Yeah.
To bring you in. LeBron and them, they different. They play together. They want to team up. No, in our day, in our era, we want to kill you. We want to beat you because I want to brag and say, you guys lost because of the disease of me. And I like to rub it in you just to remind you, to drive it in. So you guys can do better next time.
Right, for sure.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Well, I'm going to get ready to go so we can go to the next topic.
No doubt.
My boy Kawhi.
Yeah. No, I appreciate the call, Chief. Thank you.
He made that.
Are you? What's up, man? What game?
The Laker game. Man, we was up like 20, like 2 minutes ago. All of a sudden, we up 6. I'm like, what happened? Folks just said, "Oh, the game's over." Pacers just kept playing. Like,
yeah, y'all lose to the Pacers. I'm real disappointed in that.
We're about to close it out. We're up 6.
I was about to say, I just giving you all props the other day, man.
20 seconds. But it's like they took a foot completely off the gas at the end of the fourth quarter. Like, yeah, it's over. No folks didn't concede. LeBron looking like, yo, what's going on?
Okay.
I was finna sit down.
Okay, Celtics in the league. All right. Hey,
who they playing?
They playing the Thunder tonight.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They playing right now?
Yeah, they playing right now.
All right, I'll turn that on when I'm done with this
one. Bruce, what up?
Hey, man.
Here we go.
Listen, brother. First of all, good day, brothers. How are y'all?
Good day, brother. How you doing, brethren?
Doing, Bryant?
What's going on, baby?
How you doing, Mr. Hope?
I'm doing all right, Bruce. Go ahead, man. What you got?
The Michael Jordan Glaze session is unbelievable. This is the second time in 3 weeks that Mr. Bruce Hope is doing everything in his goddamn power to undermine LeBron legacy and his how can I say his Hall of Fame, the Alpha and Omega career. He's doing everything along with Rick Bucher. Who else? The guys? Skip Bayless. All y'all like. Should I be Shannon Sharp or
no.
You're not on Stephen A. You're not on Stephen A. tip because Stephen A. All of a sudden Stephen A. He's back in love with LeBron. He's showing LeBron all the love in the world. The Glaze session for Michael Jordan and moving the goalpost for Michael Jordan is unbelievable when he was with the Wizards. Oh, because his leg is hurting. Oh. Did Michael Jordan and the Wizards sniff the playoffs? They didn't even make the fuck. They didn't even play. They just sniffed it. They didn't even compete in the playoffs those 2 years he was there. I mean, first of all, how old was he? 38, 39? And Braun is a good, a spry 41 who I just seen on the highlight tape. He just dunked on somebody from Indiana. If you get a chance to look at it, it's all over ESPN. At the age of 41, perfectly healthy. Mike at the age of 38, he's limping around like Colin Cowherd say. He wasn't even jumping up and fading away. He was fading back when he was shooting. And he talking about, you tried to move the goalpost. Like Stackhouse say, they didn't like him in DC. Why don't? It was maybe because he hired Phil Collins, the one who he hired Phil. They didn't like him. Period. You try to move the goalpost. The players, they didn't like him as an organization. Mike is not a likable guy. We all know that. I said this to you 1,000 times already. It is unbelievable, Bruce, with the propaganda that you're putting out here trying to undermine everything LeBron James has done. Every week you give us some bull crap about what somebody said that you agree with about LeBron James. God damn, man. Understand what I'm saying, Bruce? Stop this, Bruce. You understand you don't like LeBron? Why you trying to undermine him with Jordan? Why you just can't? I get it, Bruce. You're part of the propaganda, for real. Part of the Rick Buchers, the Skip Bayless. You're in that class. I think you get aroused. I truly believe you get aroused about talking about try to undermine LeBron. I truly believe this. the Michael Jordan Glaze section is unbelievable.
Jay Huff.
When was the last time you even talked about Hakeem Olajuwon or Larry Bird, who you claim is your favorite player? You don't talk about them. You always talk about LeBron and Michael Jordan. Don't talk about, because LeBron's playing now in these days of times. You always go back to Michael Jordan. Why you never go back and proud? Never. When the last time you were talking about Hakeem Olajuwon or the great Larry Bird, who you say are your two favorite players, Bruce? Hey, Bruce, tell the truth, Bruce. Like we always talk about, LeBron moves the needle. Tell the truth. Just admit that, and I'm going to leave you alone about LeBron. Because the Michael Jordan Glaze section that's going on tonight at the what you call is unfucking believable. And I'm pretty sure they're talking about, because Mike was mysterious. You know, he didn't know who his wife. We knew who Juanita was. We knew some things about. We knew about David Falk, his agent.
Okay, enough of this. Shut up, man. I'm about to mute you. Enough of this. I try to be patient. Let's do this. One.
And you fell down the trap.
Clearly
fell down the trap.
That I say. You clearly don't listen. So you can go back and listen to this segment all over again. 2, Transformer. Let's do this. Was I speaking negatively of LeBron during this segment?
A little bit.
I didn't ask you, Transformer.
Subliminally, okay.
Was I speaking negatively about LeBron during this segment?
Sneed, how you doing, brother?
Excellent.
That's what we doing.
Sneed, how you doing, brother?
Man, life is good, bro. Straight chilling, you know what I'm saying? I mean.
Stay out of the Transformer. Don't get in it. This fight is between Brucey and Brucey number 2.
A hole got dug, and Bruce jumped right into the hole.
And by the way, Edward, man, go wash your hands, man. You're over there getting excited and whatnot, man.
This beef is for big. Listen, this beef is between Big Bruce and Big Bruce. So why you put Transformer in the fight? Because I'm destroying you, like my man E-Dug say. Understand what I'm saying? You didn't really say nothing negative about LeBron, like forefrontly, but he was undermining him subliminally, talking about just basically saying Jordan will always be better than him.
Oh, Jordan will always be better than him. I don't have to say that subliminally. We know that.
But the Glaze session got to stop. You don't have to glaze Michael Jordan.
Hold on.
Just try to undermine.
Hold on. Let me ask you. Sneed, did you hear this segment before you got on?
I came on and Bruce was just he was doing Bruce, bro. You know, he was doing Bruce things.
Who was here? Was I glazing Michael Jordan?
Yes, you were.
You were giving perspectives. You gave a perspective on how you thought certain things.
Transformer.
What?
Transformer. Come on, we need Memphis Transformer. Be real. He was glazing Jordan.
Bro.
You gonna say what'd you say about LeBron, he needed it. I don't care what nobody say in the chat. LeBron needed other players to win championships. And I'm gonna hold myself to that.
Wait. It's a fact that LeBron is okay. All right.
Okay.
So
you know what, brother?
You know
I'm
what,
gonna let you go, brother. But stop. The Glaze session gotta stop, brother. We get it. You're a Jordan guy.
I'm not a Jordan guy.
We get it, brother. And you're not very fond. You're not fond of LeBron. We get it, brother.
I'm not a Jordan guy, so you know that.
But you can't land in the plane, brother. Land in the plane, brother. We all know who is the alpha and the omega, the beginning and the end. The 40-year-old one phenomenon who's still playing at an extraordinary, exemplary level.
Exemplary what?
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Stop it, brother.
I don't understand what you're saying right now.
Stop it, brother. We get it, bro. Damn, man. Have a good night, brothers.
Mm-hmm.
So, Sneed, I'm having a great day.
Man, life is good, bro.
Rocky at 3:50 in the morning, but we got better as the day went by.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
That's right. Okay, one more call. Let's take this. Sean, what up, man? How you doing, brother?
Uh-oh.
Man, what's up, man? Man, I was like,
yo, Sean, cook, bro. Real quick. Sean, get to cooking, dog. Start cooking.
This Sean. Not my brother. Okay, all right.
No, it's Sean from
Cali. Okay. I thought it was my brother.
Cali.
This is about to get ignorant. This is about to get ignorant.
Man, what's up, Transformer? What's up, Steve?
What up, brother?
Man, I just got into the show and
And someone has been glazing a lot, man. I was like, damn.
Bro, I don't understand, bro. They make
green.
knee pads in all shapes and sizes. You know what I'm saying?
do.
Like, that's all I'm gonna say.
Unfortunately, they do. Yeah.
All right, I'm not even gonna roast. You know, what I mean, their king, man, because I already did a lot. I'm just gonna talk about Colin Cowherd, or more like Colin Cowherd, man. Like, the dude is an absolute politician. Like, I just think that people need to ignore modern media, especially these journalists that be playing like yo-yo when it comes to the agenda and propaganda. Like, bruh, I don't know. Like, Colin Cowherd is like at least in his 60s. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how he looks like, but I think he's at least in his 60s. You have been watching sports since the fucking 70s, and yet you want to glaze a 40-year-old man when you have seen greatness before. I don't know. I mean, if I was at that age, you know what I mean, my expectations should be high. You know what I mean? You know that the game is softer than what it was, you know what I mean, back in the day. You know, like, let's look at the points per game. Like, the averages has been over like 115, 116. Shoot, that's over here. You have been, you know that the rule changes when it comes to physicality has been affected the game so much where it has been more of an offensive oriented game. And yet you want to glaze a guy that, you know what I mean, like, I get it. Fine. LeBron, you could be a part of that conversation. But damn, it's like every single day is always a glaze session. Like don't you guys talk about Wemby or talk about
That's coming up, brother. That's coming up. I got you. Wemby's coming up.
I know. I'm just saying, like, it's always this agenda. Like, damn, like. I mean, you guys did your job. I mean, you guys did shit on the entirety of the old era. You also shit on Kobe for most of the time, especially with Bleacher Report with that pure score list. I mean, you guys did a lot. It's still, to this day, at 41 years old, you still glazing them. That is a sign that your glazing isn't not working, or it's somehow there's some way of an inefficiency, because if you already did much enough for people to understand there's a conversation, you wouldn't need to do it every single day. And they still always do it every single day. Like, okay, I get it, man. Like, you guys have been playing this agenda since like 02, 03, whatever. Fine. But like, at 41 years old, I don't think Michael Jordan at 40 was glazed like that at 40. The Wizards was losing. They wasn't even going to the playoffs. And yeah, you guys still want to glaze the Lakers. And also, I'm a Lakers fan entirely. But look at the help that he got. He got Reeves and Luka, two of the best offensive players in the game. And yet, people still want more help. That is the showcase of why a lot of people just are not being persuasive when it comes to these GOAT conversations.
Right.
Like, if you was that guy, people would see it. LeBron is still not that guy because you guys constantly have to find narratives in order to do it. You can't always, if you want people to believe him, let his game show you. Unfortunately, that will never happen. You know what I mean? You guys are going to be still going to do the same old shit. There's going to be a nerd dumbass list talking about who has the best 40-game streak of all time, and they might be put LeBron James in that top 3 or top 5, and while Kobe going down around 10 or 11. It's always the same damn thing every single year. But that's all I gotta say. You know, I'm not even gonna roast this king. You know what I mean? I just have to call it is like Colin Cowherd is an absolute politician. People should just ignore him.
No doubt. I appreciate the call, Sean. Thank you, brother.
No problem.
All right, man. Sean with the passion.
Hey, I hear it.
Sean with the passion. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna move to the next topic. So this one, this would be a lot shorter. Wow. That was almost 90 minutes on the first topic.
How about a little over an hour? Because you can.
It's like almost like 80 minutes, bro. It went for a minute. Okay. So
you put two names that don't belong in the same line as the first topic.
Right. You asked for it, bro.
The rest of this would be cake. We about to be out here in 30 minutes.
No, that next one I think might have a little heat. But anyway, this one was one I definitely wanted to bring up, man. And this is a name that I mentioned in the previous topic. Obviously not, maybe not in a way I should have, but that's okay. We're going to talk about the Terminator, Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, man, when he's healthy, is one of the best players in the league. Can we all agree on that?
When healthy.
Which is a rare occurrence, right?
Very rare.
Yeah. But with that said, man, Kawhi Leonard's having one hell of a season, y'all. A hell of a season. And this is like one of his best seasons ever, if I'm not mistaken. And he's played a lot of games, and he's got like what is it? 48 or almost, he's got nearly 50 straight 20-point games, right? Obviously, that's well behind SGA, but that's number 2 among active players. But the point I'm trying to make here is Kawhi Leonard is having a great season, and for whatever reason, no one is talking about it. And I was like, what's that about? So I guess I wanted to get you guys' thoughts on, what you think about what we're seeing here from Kawhi Leonard. Whoever wants to start, kick it off.
Well, Sneed hasn't been here, so of course I would like him that honors.
There we go.
The LA Clippers are a middling team.
Mm-hmm.
The LA Clippers are 500. The LA Clippers are mid, regular, just another team. They're a Jat, if that's a thing. Meanwhile, the Lakers are cooking with hot sauce right now. The Spurs cooking with gas. And the Thunder are still the cream of the crop. And then you have upside stories like the Detroit Pistons. Then you have the Celtics with Jaylen Brown and what he did this year with no Jason Tatum.
Wait. Say that again, Sneed. You had the Celtics with who?
With Jaylen Brown and what he's accomplished without Jason Tatum for a majority of the year.
Okay.
I got like 10 storylines that involve teams that move the needle and are actually winning. Kawhi Leonard, this is perfect. Flying under the radar, not being identified. This is exactly what he wants. He don't talk. He goes,
then move on.
So do I want to really engage that? That's but hold on. The last thing I'll say, he's also wrapped up in some scam and fraudulent activities.
Is anyone doing anything about that?
So why would he want any attention? Okay. Why would he want any attention to that?
I
assume we forgot about that one when we brought this topic up. I'm like, do you know he's in a big case right now?
Yeah.
Under investigation pending, broken rules.
This
fraud,
man could get exiled from the league.
Fraud.
This man could get exiled.
He's not getting exiled.
Deception. Disgrace.
Nah, if something happens, they're going to bring the hammer down on Steve Ballmer. It's not going to be on.
Oh, no, absolutely.
Fraud.
Ballmer, you didn't have to give it to him. That was on you.
Bro, I'm going to say it again. Fraud.
Yeah. No, so I will say this. Kawhi, I guess this is what often happens to me, right? I get so focused because I think of myself as something of a purist. So like which is weird, right? Because as a journalist, you're supposed to look at all the side things and all the things that make the story. But the first thing my mind goes to as someone who loves basketball and came up in that different era is the basketball piece, right? And so I'm looking at it, I'm like, Kawhi Leonard has played 56 games this year, which is crazy for Kawhi, right? You know, he's averaging 28 points in 31 minutes. Crazy.
Career high.
Averaging more than, there you go. Averaging more than 6 rebounds. Just under 50, 40, 90, right? 50% from the field, 39% from 3, 90% from the stripe. So having almost like, we're going to use the term mythical again, but having one of those legendary type seasons for him very quietly. Yes, the Clippers are a middling team, but here's the thing people don't realize. You know, Clippers started off 6-21. They're now 500, right? So that means
they've been 500 for 2 months.
They've been playing much better. Well, we know what the West is, but the point is they could have what's the word I'm looking for? They could have just, you know, rolled over, wrapped it up. You heard Kawhi when Harden got traded away. It's over, guys. You know, but the point I'm trying to make, he didn't do that. He's just going out, quietly killing. And I think there should be something to be said for that. Come on, Celtics, stop playing. There should be something to be said for that. And I think that Kawhi Leonard, for the type of season he's having, is not getting the credit nor the attention he deserves. Now, is he a guy that's looking for that? No. But I think that, again, from the journalism piece, that is something that people maybe should be paying a little more attention to. Like, yo, this dude is really out here getting busy. And he is the reason that even at 500, the Clippers are 500. Go ahead, Transformer.
Are the Clippers a threat to anybody?
I don't know about a threat, but
So what the fuck? What are we talking about? Are we talking about the Phoenix Suns?
Well, they get it. Devin Booker's getting more attention than Kawhi Leonard, and we
Because the Phoenix Suns are better than the Clippers.
Yeah,
they've been more consistent all year.
I mean, technically, they're better. Although, what are they? 3.5 games? 3.5 games ahead of the Clippers. So the Clippers are right there.
So the Clippers have two phases of their season: the ass water part, and then the really competitive part.
Right. And I'm not saying they can win it. I'm not saying anything stupid. I'm just saying I think
they've been
Kawhi
500 since January.
Well, the West is the West, man. I'm just saying I think that Kawhi Leonard should be getting more attention than he's getting for the way he's playing. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, you were literally you were trying to cook me this morning about the Lakers getting all this attention. And we're talking about the Clippers right now, who on the front half of this year were certified ass water.
Yes, 6-21. They were terrible. But I'm talking about Kawhi
and they've been
Leonard.
500 since January.
Well,
and then your response to me is it's the West, but I got the Lakers beating good teams for the last month.
Shut up, Sean. You just a Laker fan. Of course you're going to go there. No, but in all seriousness, obviously I understand the Lakers are going to get attention. And it wasn't that the Lakers should not get attention, but we had that discussion. That's a whole different thing. But the point I'm trying to make is I'm just saying with what Kawhi Leonard is doing, there's no reason he shouldn't be getting more attention. I don't see why people are looking like that's a crazy thing to say. Because he's back to being one of the best players in the league. Now, is it because the assumption is that just give it time, he'll get hurt again? And obviously,
no.
We don't want that.
But everybody says the same thing, Bruce. We all say the same thing. Anybody who says otherwise is lying. Kawhi Leonard is one of the best basketball players anyone has ever seen.
Yeah, he's up
when
there.
It comes to playing both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's up there.
An immense defender, a very, very special offensive player as well. And as a package that's unique, right? When you think about a guy who could play the two sides as effectively as he has.
Right.
And then we always put the asterisk in there when he's healthy. So, how long are we going to play this game for? How long am I going to pretend like he's not at some point going to aggravate his knee? Or he's not going to do something that's going to be like, I'm going to take a month off.
Listen, I'm with you. I'm not debating that. I'm just saying, based on what he's done, he's played 56 games. He's averaging career highs in points. He's second to his second best season in rebound. Like he's having a hell of a year. That's all I'm saying. I thought it was worth discussing. That's all.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out why should we be talking about, like, we're 10 games away from the end of the season. 500 is 500.
So they could, I mean, it's the West. He could get 7th seed, or
I can't believe
who
this,
knows
bro.
how close it could get.
I've never seen Bruce act like
and
this.
get blown out by the Spurs or OKC.
Okay, fair enough. But okay, so let's say this. There's nothing to be said, right? First of all, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave that there. But there's nothing to be said from carrying your team back from 6-21 into the playoffs. None to be said there?
No.
Okay.
A little bit, but
okay.
I get to the degree that you need it to be.
I don't need anything. I'm just saying I think he should get more attention. That's all I'm saying. I don't know why this is inconceivable.
I get it. I mean, I get it.
They don't even want the
James
attention.
Harden gets more attention this season than Kawhi Leonard. Why?
Because the Cavs are a
he's
threat.
got a big beard that gets full of food when he eats. Really?
The Cavs are a threat.
Come on, man.
They're a threat, Bruce.
What did you just say? Took it to the beard, bro.
He's got a big beard. For real. That's why James Harden gets so much attention, because of his beard.
Yeah, fear the beard. That's a national
Okay,
slogan.
so let me get
He has
this
a
straight,
copyright.
Bruce. Let me get this straight. Hold on, real quick, Transformer. The Pistons are 7-3 in their last 10, and Cade hasn't played in 2 weeks.
That's very good.
The New York Knicks are 8-2 in their last 10. The Cavs are 7-3 in their last 10.
Okay.
The Hawks
are
9-1 in their last 10, and I think they've won 18 of the last 20.
Sure.
They're balling.
The Hornets have had a more impressive season than the Clippers. Sorry, not sorry.
Playing. And
I'm just saying, if you want to talk about a team that's come back, this team has risen from the ashes like the Phoenix.
Yeah, the Clippers have.
I'm talking about the Hornets.
And the Hawks.
They don't have a Kawhi Leonard. Stop
the
playing, bro. They don't have a Kawhi Leonard. Okay, let's go out west. Again,
first of all,
hold on. Bruce wants to talk about
what I'm trying to say here.
Bruce wants to talk about Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. Hold on, bro.
I want to talk about
City Thunder. Hold on. The Oklahoma City Thunder have won 12 in a row.
Yeah.
The Spurs have won 6 in a row, 9 out of their last 10. The Lakers, 9 of their last 10. But let's talk about Kawhi, who doesn't like being talked about and doesn't give a shit about nothing. Let's talk about him.
This is not about what he likes. By the way, real quick, as you mentioned, the Thunder, SGA has 33 tonight. He's 10 of 12 from the floor. But I guess, he only can score on getting free throws. I mean, that's what they tell me, right, Ed Dog? Right? Anyway, go on. Sorry.
He's 10 of 12?
10 of 12 from the floor. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
And 10 of 12 from the stripe.
How many?
But, they told me he can only score by getting to the free throw line because he's a foul baiter, which we proved is not true. But anyway.
Who's got more games with 10 or more free throws, him or Luka?
Luka
by like 13 or 15 games.
But SGA is a foul baiter. He can only score that way.
Right.
Yeah.
Nobody calls Luka a foul baiter.
Interesting how that works. Yeah. Narratives. But yeah. And I totally get what you're saying, that Kawhi could care less if we talk about him. I get it.
Move, Jalen.
I'm just saying that I think he deserves a little bit of respect. What channel is that game on?
No.
Oh, you know how I get it, Bruce.
Okay. I got you. I didn't feel like searching through my joint.
Oh, I could have sent it to you. I thought you were watching it.
No.
I would have sent it to you.
Yeah, send me that, man.
Yo, he got that NBA,
like
free, he got that NBA
free.
free pass, huh?
It's pretty over now. But
yeah.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
Get out of this full screen.
The Cavs let me down tonight, man. I think the Heat spanked them, bro.
Well,
Did Bam drop 84?
Jaylen Brown, another outstanding night. Beautiful, beautiful. 31, 8 and 8.
I mean, not Jaylen.
That's beautiful, man. Such consistency and excellence.
They scored 39 in the third quarter.
Where's Ed Dog when you need him? All right, let's open up the phone lines. Get some thoughts on this.
Who was it? Jonathan Johnson, who said, "We don't know shit, so you can call in, bro."
I don't know if he was talking to us or somebody else in the chat.
Whatever. I'm just saying, when someone says that, I say call in.
Oh, look who's calling.
It's not with animosity. Just call.
What's up, Ed Dog?
Okay.
By the way, Jaylen Brown once again outplayed Jason Tatum. But let's
Wait a minute. I've been sitting back, being quiet. I'm over here working, and you want to keep constantly bringing my name up. And just because Sneed was cooking you, putting you on the grill, and now you want to bring me up and you're trying to change the subject.
Play the clip now.
Exactly what you was doing. You got cooked
Really?
by Baltimore Bruce. Salute to you, Baltimore Bruce.
Oh my
Putting that man
God.
on the grill and in the casket, and you put that man in the tombstone. Anyway, now,
Jesus Christ.
Bruce, you know what's so crazy? I agree with you when it comes to Kawhi Leonard and everything like that. That is true. But however, he also made some good points too as well.
He did.
But let me just say this here.
Yeah.
Now, Sneed, do you think that the Clippers had picked up when they made that trade from James Harden to Darius Garland?
I'm sorry. You said what about the trade with the James Harden and Garland?
With James Harden and Darius Garland, they got traded. Do you think that might have elevated the Clippers to be more talked about? Like right now, I mean, I know they still been 500 and everything like that, but you don't think that was a good trade?
If you are trying to get buzz, you did the wrong thing. James Harden is more buzzworthy than Darius Garland. Nobody gives a damn about Darius Garland. He's a fantastic player, but nobody cares, bro.
Oh, now he's from Tennessee. Now he's from Tennessee.
Bro, he's literally a wizard with the basketball. He's an incredible player, but people don't give a damn. I'm sorry, bro. He was a Cavalier. I know what he could do, but he's always hurt, and he don't move the needle. James Harden is a name. It has notoriety.
Yeah, that's true and everything. Let me tell y'all something. Have y'all ever, you got harassed by somebody who keep constantly texting you on outside of the line when they have a show, and this person that's sitting right up, Bruce, leave me alone, all right?
What?
Again.
What did I do?
Jason Tatum is coming off an Achilles injury, so he's slowing. He's not ramped up yet, all right?
But you told me that he's better than Jaylen Brown. You told me that Jaylen Brown is not doing anything since he came back. You told me that.
Bruce, hold on. Good game. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Fine. They beat him. They 1-1.
That's right.
OKC
Snap the 12-game win streak. But go on.
Yeah, okay, but he also needed Jason Tatum too, though. They lost the first game. Anyway, let's keep going. Now, with that being said, now I can see. I think the Clippers they in the 8th spot, and even though I see they play the OKC Thunder, man, I can see them if the playoffs started now, they probably would get one game. And I know that SGA he really wants to get at the Clippers because they traded him away for Paul George and everything like that. He's gonna lead them about 30 to 40 a game when he plays them. If the playoffs started now, but. See, I do like that trade. I do like what the Clippers are doing right now, especially. But right now, what's more impressive is out in the East, when it comes to the Hornets, and also when it comes to the who else? Hopefully, nobody come look for me. Anyway,
get to work, man.
Right.
Yeah, I gotta get ready to go, bro. I gotta holler at y'all, man. Love y'all, baby, man. Enjoy the show.
Love you too, boy.
You be you.
Water.
Oh man, we got quote of the day.
Oh,
what's that?
Shout out to Jonathan Johnson. What I'm a call in for? Y'all are just haters.
Okay. Yeah, that's logical.
Going from Cali. What up?
Man, Bruce. I'm just gonna be honest, man. I get it, man. I like Kawhi Leonard too, but we already know what's up with Kawhi, man. The dude is always about his money, man. His knees probably healed up when that bag then that came through. What he's doing is impressive.
Yeah.
Come on, it's the truth. Like you have Paul George, in the first half of the decade. He was in probably the best situation, and the Clippers able to assemble their best team in years, or probably since their entire history. And you just sit down and you just like, hey, I'm not playing. And then next year, You still have Paul George. You still have a lot of good pieces. And then when they're in the playoffs, you stop playing. And then you just go out your way. And then next year, the Clippers, has to have a younger team. Like, this is the thing. Their best success as far as this whole decade was, Kawhi Leonard. And they went to the Western Conference Finals, I think.
That is true. Great point.
And still Kawhi Leonard did not play. So, as much as I want to praise Kawhi, I think that, despite his lack of consistency, I do think he's a Hall of Famer. Yeah. But I cannot. People are not praising Kawhi because he has the best situation and he ruined it. I mean, it's like saying if the Celtics had, or in your situation like Jaylen Brown, and Jaylen Brown did not have, has the team what he has right now, and if he's not able to go to the finals with that team, are you going to say you're going to blame the organization, or are you going to blame Jaylen Brown because he did not want to play despite his great situation? It's like it's in that similar vein. Like, Kawhi, in my opinion, is looking like a money pit, and the reason why he's just playing because of what he's doing. All he's doing is trying to get the big bucks. I don't really care about this investigation because nothing's going to happen. You know what I mean? Billionaires got connections. They could just do is just skirm their way out, pay for whatever it is, and then you just like that fee's like $3 million. It's like the way that Google and Meta has been doing it like today. Like, hey, just pay that $3 million fee and then just walk away. That's the same thing over here. Like nothing is gonna happen. So Kawhi is just like, hey, I'm just gonna prep my stats, find a team that's gonna pick for me regardless of who it is. Hey, maybe it's gonna be the Knicks. Who knows? He's gonna go over there, get his money, and then just do what he has to do, and then until he retires.
Okay.
Sean.
I mean, it's the truth. Like,
Sean.
Like, how can we praise you when you wasted everyone's time? I'm not even a Clippers fan. Hey, what's up?
Sean, what happened to the Kings of LA?
Wow.
There ain't no Kings in LA. They look like bums.
What happened to them?
Bums.
What was it? We up next. Wasn't that the thing? We up next. It's our town now.
Ain't no Knicks.
This is not about Lakers and Clippers, man.
It's not. I didn't say that. I said what they said when they got Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. That's what they said. We're talking about the Clippers.
Oh, Bruce, no like.
They said that.
Bruce, no likey.
No one in the city take that thing seriously. It was just a joke. It was just an absolute joke. It just in order to press like, oh my goodness. Now initially I was kind of believing it because hey, I got bricks and rust in my team, so there's nothing else that could come for it until AD came. But now, you know what I mean, when they even around the bubble, they had a great situation, and then Kawhi to say, "Hey, I'm done not playing effort." They just like, "Hey, I played 4-0 against the Lakers. You know, what I mean, I embarrassed them, and that's about it." I'm just like, that's his highlight. His highlight is I performed great against the Lakers, not winning a championship or making history. If he would have actually made history, this would make his career much more legendary. He makes the worst team in the NBA to be a championship team. But, he never done that. Now he just like, hey, I need to get my bucks. You know what I mean? Sure, I need to pay these lawyer fees. So that'll be like $2 million. So
I need to pay these lawyer fees.
As much money as I can. To do it is all about money. That's what it is. And if I was talking like this years ago, I'll be stupid because I'll be looking at myself. Ain't no way Kawhi Leonard is like that. He ain't like these other players. Man, I was wrong. Dude played haven't played 2 seasons. While the Lakers got ruined by 2 seasons when LeBron James trying to get in that scoring record. Kawhi ruined the Clippers by not playing. He never played not even a single basket while they was trying to go for that playoff hard. It's like, what is the point if people want to praise Kawhi Leonard? Like, yes, you're a Hall of Famer, but you still ruin your situation. Why would we want to praise someone like that? But yeah, I'm landing my plane here. Kawhi Leonard deserved to be cooked because of that reason. I don't care about the investigation. Off of that reason of you winning a championship and you failed, yeah, you deserve to be cooked. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, Sean.
Okay.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
All right,
I'm just saying.
No problem.
all right, man.
They went from Kings to LA. Now we're trying to celebrate Kawhi Leonard for being 500 and having 28 points a game.
Yo, the LA Clippers are 16-21 on the road, 22-23 in the conference. Their points per game is 113, and then opponents' points per game 113. So, yeah, let's be impressed. Let's talk about Kawhi.
Yeah, we don't know where you at, Bruce. We're trying to figure it out. But I mean, good numbers. Bravo. Numbers look good, but it ain't doing nothing. You're a middle team. In the East, you wouldn't even be in the playoffs right now. So I'm just saying. In the East, you wouldn't even, with that record, bro, you ain't even scratching the play-in.
I'd rather talk about Peyton Pritchard from the Boston Celtics than Kawhi Leonard.
They will be just to pass the Milwaukee Bucks. They'll be the 11th seed in the East.
Mm-hmm. But the West, though.
I'm just saying. Bruce, like, why did I pick this topic?
Yeah.
This did not go the way I planned it.
Yo, Brucey, you want to call in on this, bro? You want to cook?
From Kings of LA to the Kings of Comedy.
Yeah, moving right along. All right. Final topic of the night.
Let's get your fire back, Bruce. We'll get your fire back. Here we go.
Goodness.
You was waiting on this. You was like, can we pivot from this freaking Bruce, take it away, bro. Wembyama.
Kawhi still killing. But anyway, Wemby. So we've been doing a lot of topics lately about the MVP race and who's where and who should be where and all that, man. And not last night, the night before. Was it the night before or last night? Either last night or the night before. Wembanyama had one of those games. He had 26, 15, and 5 blocks. Like, Wemby is really seriously starting to put his stamp on the league, and he's getting himself and his team into this position of, obviously, the Spurs are the number 2 overall seed. I don't think any of us expected that when the season started. I know I had the Rockets kind of as that second best team in the conference.
I had started either Denver or the Rockets. No, I think I dropped with the Rockets after Fred VanVleet, but I think I had.
You did. Yeah. I still had them. Whatever. But the Spurs, man, the Spurs are balling out, playing really good basketball.
Absolutely.
Young, explosive, athletic, great defense, really good offense as well. Just really playing great ball. And obviously, as we know, the linchpin is Victor Wembanyama. And there's a lot going on with this young man. He kind of has gotten the credit for revitalizing this past season's All-Star game. All-Star tournament. What do you want to call that thing?
Round robin.
Okay, the All-Star round robin, kind of a U.S. versus international format, which I think we also can all agree was pretty entertaining. And guys really
best All-Star weekend we've had in a decade.
Yeah, for sure. And these guys really, he being Victor Wembanyama, set the tone of competitiveness, and the rest of these guys kind of, took it on from there, and it really helped uplift the event on the whole. By the way, Kawhi Leonard went off in the All-Star game, but
he did. but we gave him his flowers then.
You did.
Yeah, we gave him his flowers. We talked nothing but glowingly things about Kawhi Leonard. Yeah, absolutely.
And then he ran out of gas in the last game because he's
all them old dudes.
They sure did.
Old guys. Y'all got it. Them boys running.
No, they were hurting. But the point is, Victor Wembanyama set the tone there, and he seems to have, on the whole, set the tone for, or is setting the tone for, a return of that competitiveness and that fire in the modern NBA. Obviously, the Spurs now seem to have, and we'll see come playoff time if they match up, the Spurs have now seemed to have developed some level of rivalry with the Thunder, which I'm like, okay, I kind of like this. You know, we know that Wemby and Chet Holmgren freaking hate each other, which I think is awesome. We need some of that hate back in the league. We don't need all this buddy crap, right? So anyway, Wembanyama was, after the game the other night, he had some interesting comments, and it kind of led to, you know, different commentary from different people about, you know, his effect on the game, what he's doing, as well as his own commentary, and now where he lands in the MVP race. And I still have SGA 1, but kind of hearing some of this stuff, there may be a legitimate argument for, and he won't get it, but there may be a legitimate argument for Victor Wembanyama as MVP. And this is one thing that frustrates me about MVP across all sports, is generally reserved for the player who's having the best season, which, again, that doesn't necessarily denote valuable, right? That's why I keep saying, yo, change it from MVP, change it to MOP, like they do in college. Most
offensive player. Outstanding player.
Outstanding player. Yeah, do that. Yeah. Right. And we can, okay, cool. But most valuable, like, that's different. And I don't know why they won't change.
If you did most outstanding player, it would devalue MVP.
Yeah, but they don't do, for the most part, they don't do a real MVP as it is now.
So they need to change it to most outstanding player.
I think so.
So not most. They don't need to do the two of them. They just need to change it to most outstanding player.
Correct. Yeah. Or if it's going to be most valuable, then you make some legitimate changes and really define what value is, if you're going to keep it as most valuable, because, you know, but anyway, not the time for that. That could be a totally different discussion. I think, based on a lot of what I've heard, I think Wemby really may have a legitimate case for most valuable player. So we're going to play some commentary that we've got in a second here from the Dan Patrick Show. And I thought that was some really good stuff. And I want to share that with you guys. And it's almost 5 minutes, so we'll do our normal thing: stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. But really good stuff here. So y'all ready for this clip?
Yep.
All right, let's go.
This is a coming out party. He was a curiosity, and then I wanted to see him with a good point guard. I wanted to see him kind of figure out. He knew how to play defense. I wanted to see if he knew how to play offense, where to kind of find his spots. Well, he's finding his spots now, and he's making a case, a late run for MVP. Now, I've been pretty staunch supporter of SGA that he is going to get the MVP. I don't think he's the best player in the game, but it's not always given to the best player in the game. You have to decide whatever your definition of value is.
So let's stop there. What do you guys think about value? Like, what should that be? What should be some indicators of value for a most valuable player award?
Your all around benefit to the team. Team success revolves around you. If without you, this team really goes nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
You're the wheels of you're the wheels on the train.
Mm-hmm.
You know, scoring, defense, leadership, clutch baskets, facilitating, things like that. Like it's a whole bunch of things when you want to endear the term value.
Mm-hmm.
Without you, this plane crashes, right?
Mm-hmm.
The reason why, I mean, Wemby's not going to win it. It's not even close. To me, it's not even close. Shea has it by far. It's not even close. This is Shea's award by far. Because
I think it is. I don't think it should be by far, though.
The term value, when Jalen Williams, their second best player, was out. What was all season?
He's played like 10 games.
27 to be exact.
He's been out for extended stretches twice.
Sounds like Jaylen Brown.
This man, without Jalen Williams being there, was getting taken out in the freaking fourth quarter.
Yeah, for sure.
That's how dominant this team was with him at the helm without his second best player.
I heard he was foul baiting from the bench during the fourth quarter.
I heard, somehow he got free throws in the fourth quarter without even playing in it.
Yeah.
Some crap. But like that's strong value. Even without my second best player, bro, I'm running a 30-2 record without my second best player. So to me, like that's to me how Shea is just by far the MVP. Now the conversation is like, who's the runner-up? that's a better conversation. Who's going to be the runner-up? And that's why I think Victor falls right there in that line, because you can't deny his value to his team. The game, he changes the game
completely.
He changes the way offense is coming to paint. They're like, yo, nah, bro, let me dribble, back it out. All right, let's turn around, pass it around. Yeah. I'm not going to make these bad decisions because this man is going to beat it into the fourth row.
Facts.
So there's a term and a value there, but like what Shea has done this year and what OKC has done this year, without their second best player for most of 2/3 of the season so far. I mean, shit. You got it, Shea. You held down the fort the entire time, and your team is still number one in the league. Yeah, go ahead, Sneed.
I'll go ahead and make the bull case. I'll put together the fight for Wemby to be MVP. I got you, Bruce. Here's what we'll do. He is clearly the MVP from the defensive standpoint. That side of the ball, he has it. So you just got 50% of the game.
Yeah.
Easy to prove.
Mention that.
Easy to prove. I look at their defense. It's top 3. Oh, you seen her?
Oh, she's sneaking in.
That's me.
Like, who's he waving at? There she is.
I think top 3 scoring defense in the NBA. And that's clearly a big piece because of him. Okay, so he gets the defensive side. Offensively, 2 things to discuss. Number 1, observably, he makes his teammates better. Number 2, he himself is dominant. And number 3, their scoring offense, right? So we just talked about scoring defense. The scoring offense is top 5 in the NBA. So he is in all of that because he can shoot the 3 ball. He dominates in the paint, plays the pick and roll, sets good screens. He rebounds. He hits the offensive glass, hits the defensive glass. He checks every box. He is the most impactful player in the NBA.
Yep.
Like if we're talking about him physically being on the floor.
Yes.
So it's easy to make a bull case for him to be the league MVP.
Yeah.
The only issue is SGA is in his moment.
Yeah.
SGA right now has the momentum, and he's had it since last year.
Yeah.
In fact, he had it the year before. People said he should have got it, not Joker.
Right.
So Wemby has to disrupt that SGA momentum. Voters right now are in SGA mode. Next year, it's probably going to switch to Wemby mode.
Yeah.
If he stays healthy, you're going to see it shift. And Wemby's the type of guy who could probably win 3 or 4 in a row. If he's healthy, he can do that type of thing. They like giving guys 2, 3 in a row. They don't like giving them 4 and 5 in a row.
No,
right?
That fatigue kicks in like, all right, we got to be different.
Yeah. It almost feels like it kind of swings. It's like a pendulum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but it's easy to make a bull case that this guy is the most impactful player in the league on the floor any given night.
Agreed. Bruce?
No doubt. All right, let's go ahead and continue here.
Do I think OKC is a playoff team without SGA? I do. Now, is that fair to him? Is San Antonio a playoff team without Wembanyama? I don't think they are. Jaylen Brown quietly carried the Celtics while Jason Tatum was out. I still think Joker's the best player in the game. He's a statistical anomaly. But this is where it becomes a little bit more of, okay, people want to know, this guy play defense? Does that guy play defense? Jalen Brunson, does he play defense? No. I don't know if Cade Cunningham plays defense. I don't know if NBA plays defense. I know Victor Wembanyama plays defense.
Really, bro?
So that is
hold no, we can't just let that slide. Hold on, bro. Who is that? Who is that?
That's Dan Patrick.
He said, I don't know if Cade Cunningham plays basketball.
No,
defense. Plays defense.
He said the same thing about SGA. What that is
this is lazy.
Exactly. We talk about this all the time.
He's talking about the MVP, and he said he don't know if he plays defense. Forget this, dude. What are we doing right now?
Look, man, I talk about it all the time, how these mainstream guys frustrate me because they have the experience, they have all the references in the world, and they have researchers and all that, and they still continue to say this type of crazy stuff.
I don't know if Kate, bro, in the All-Star game, he could have just watched one game. He was blocking everything in the All-Star game, and then he would, you know what? Maybe I should watch this guy play some games. But no, he plays for Detroit. Man, to hell with this. We're going to take these people seriously? Dan Patrick?
I don't know if he plays defense. Like what? What'd you say?
Last year, I said Cade Cunningham got screwed. Should have been second team All NBA. Now everybody's putting him in MVP conversation with the right. They're right. But he don't know if he plays defense. Look at the Pistons play defense. He's there. He's the point of attack defender. It's him, and it's Asar Thompson. What are we talking about?
Sneed, I'm with you. I'm with you 1,000%. Sneed, you know I complain about this all the time.
I don't know where that came from.
All the time with these dudes. But
Why are they allowed to say these things and nobody does anything?
Because it's his show, and the guys on his show they're not gonna,
The blatant disrespect of the
it's just probably saw the
players in the NBA, bro.
Cameraman probably looking and went,
what? Yeah.
Right.
Let's continue.
Keep shooting.
And when you think about it, he's going to be the defensive player of the year. So at one end of the
Without
field,
a doubt.
he's the best player in the game. No doubt. Best player in the game. How much does that count? How much does that matter to voters? It seems to matter when we want to vote against somebody. When you say, yeah, but he doesn't play anything. Okay. Now you got a guy who's the best defensive player in the game who is going to give you, 22 and 12 and 3 or 4 blocks every single night. So at the other end, he's still very high level. Last night, Wembanyama had 26, 15, and 5 blocks. So over the last 3 years, there have been 11 games in the NBA where a player has had those numbers. Wemby has 6 of the 11 games.
That's a hell of a stat right there.
That's a stat.
As a stat. 6 of the 11 games with 25, 15, and 5 blocks in the last 3 years. Impressive.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Effort on both ends. Not like another guy that people love to say is the best center.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
I'm just saying. No, my fault. Joker plays defense because he gets steals and he rebounds. So that makes him a defender. He's Mount Joker Tumbo. Did you know that?
Mount Joker Tumbo.
Yes.
Was the word you came up with.
Mount Mount Jotumbo. There you go. Okay. According to your brother Transformer, he plays defense. Yeah, I'm just saying. But let's carry.
Anthony Davis is the only player with more than one. I want you to listen to Victor Wembanyama after the game last night. And I want to remind you that he's only 22 years of age. But listen to, he's just kind of matter of fact, pragmatic, just like, hey, should I be the MVP? Here's Victor Wembanyama.
My first one would be that defense is 50% of the game, and that it is undervalued so far in the MVP race because I believe I'm the most impactful player defensively in the league. Second argument would be we almost swept OKC in the season, and we dominated them 3 times with their real team and 4 times with that. My third argument would be that offense impact is not just sports.
It's just matter of fact. Now, I will say, if LeBron had said something like this, the media would be crushing him. But
that's fair. That's fair. If LeBron was politicking for MVP or politicking for awards and talking about how great he is, we would be getting on him. So I got to be fair here. If that's the case, then we shouldn't allow it from Wembanyama either. I don't know if there's something about the cultural differences, and if you ever notice people whose second language is English, when they say things, they're much more direct, right? Because they lack the nuance with the language, the ability to use idioms, analogies, metaphors, similes, all these type of things that we take for granted in our everyday speech. And a lot of times that changes their level of directness when they're speaking English. I'm not trying to make an excuse. I don't know if that's the case, but that could be part of why we kind of let Wemby get away with that. Or maybe people just like Wemby right now. He's young in the game. He's fresh. He's new. I don't know.
He's got the gold child hat for sure.
That? Say again?
He has a gold child hat on him for sure. Okay. Everybody loves him. I mean, the only person that hates him right now is Chet Holmgren.
Yes.
Well, the reason why people love him is because he's revolutionizing the game. He's trying to uplift the game. He's trying to uplift the game out of the doldrums of the NBA. Like, okay, so he plays the defensive side as hard or maybe with more ferocity than he even does on the offensive side. That's rare. Very typically players who play the defensive side with more veracity is because their offense sucks. Right? So I'm just saying, you know, look at the guys who play good defense but weak offense. It's like Draymond Green, it's Rudy Gobert. No, this guy plays incredible defense and scores the ball. And all he did was remind people. They asked him a question, he gave a direct answer. What do you want better than that?
Yeah, and that's the thing, right? So as on the journalism side, when we ask someone a question and they dance around it and don't give an answer, we don't like that, right? Like
give you the PR answer.
Right. Stephen A has said, when we ask you a question, we're giving you an opportunity to tell your side. If you don't answer it, you give us the opportunity to opine. So there's that part. But then on the flip side, say again.
No, the word.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So on the flip side, though, it's like, okay, you ask him a question, he gives you a real answer, which is what we often want as journalists and as fans, right? We want these players that we love to give us, or that we really like, to give us a real answer. But now some people don't like the fact that he gave a real answer. So I'm like, I don't know where to go with that. But Sneed, let me ask you, what was your thought, especially as someone who's a teacher, so well-versed in communication, what was your thought on my premise that part of it could be the fact that English is his second language, so he gets a pass on how he phrases things?
I don't think he needs a pass. What did he say?
I don't think so. I don't think so either. No. I don't. That's not the issue. But the point was that Dan Patrick brought up, and I have to agree, if it was LeBron talking the way Wemby's talking, he probably would get killed for it. And so
Hold on a second. LeBron doesn't get asked those questions. LeBron will come out and politic. He will voluntarily try to make his case. Wemby was asked a question.
Agreed. Rob Parker went off on him for that whole thing, but that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, I mean, if somebody voluntarily comes out and just starts, you know, running a political stunt to try to get on an all-star team or to get an MVP or whatever, that's different than someone asking you, do you deserve it?
Too. That's how I thought about it as well.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's continue.
He's 22. He's stating his case, and he's right. They won 22 of their last 24. They are a real force in the West. They're a real force to be able to play for a championship. And if you watch them the previous years, they weren't a very good team. But he's finding his spots. He can shoot a three. He can take it to the hoop. He worked out with Jamal Crawford, who had one of the better handles in the history of the NBA. So Wemby in the offseason worked with Jamal Crawford because he wanted to, a 7'5" guy wanted to improve his handle, and he has. But then you have him at the other end. He can guard the three, and he can guard the rim, and he doesn't have to take more than a couple of steps. He is truly unique, and he's only 22 years of age. So when we start to equate value, that's where it's open to interpretation. Is he the best player in the game? No. Is he the most unique player in the game? Yes. Is he going to be the best player in the game? Yes. Now, there's a late push for Luka Doncic. Now, he's leading in scoring. I understand that. The Lakers have played well. They lost last night. But how much do I give credence to he doesn't play defense? If Wemby is an A+ on the defensive end, and let's say he's an A- on the offensive end, does anybody match up with those grades? And the answer is nobody. And if I look at what his team has done, more importantly, we tend to look, if the Spurs had the best record in the West, Wemby would win the MVP.
Question. So we heard what Dan Patrick just said. He's an A+ on defense, A- on offense, the best player. He should be MVP, right? That's what he said. So now my question is, this is the same guy who consistently says that Joker is the best player in the world. How come defense suddenly matters, but when it's Joker, it doesn't?
This is when you talk too much. You talk too much. Sometimes you you talk so much that you forget
what you said last week.
Yep. Because that was going to be my point.
Dan Patrick.
Because I'm like, he said Jokic was the best player.
Yeah.
He said he considered Jokic the best player. But then when you just said, well, how his version of how he thinks the MVP should be graded, he said A+ on defense, A- on offense. But this time he was talking about Luka. So what does Luka compare to that? A+ offense, but probably a D- on defense.
I think he's been better on defense than
he's been better, a little bit more effort, but
effort is big, man.
That boy off the ball, he gets cooked.
So this is proof, Transformer. This is proof to your point. They don't want guardrails, definitions, and guidelines for voting, qualifications for MVP, because that would streamline the voting. Because that would clearly create a real MVP. They don't want that. They want narrative. They want story. They want that.
They want people debating it, talking about it.
Luka making a last-second push tells you everything you need to know about the MVP vote.
And he's a Laker.
He has not been more MVP than Wemby for a duration of the year.
Right. Even though he's been killing. I
think he dropped 41 tonight again.
That's pretty standard for him at this point.
Well, he's going to drop 40 every other game.
Bro. Right.
Yeah.
But yeah. No, you just talk. You talk too much.
Yeah.
You forgot what you said last week.
Yeah.
But in this case, you forgot what you said 3 sentences ago.
But think about it. Don't I always complain about how these dudes contradict themselves all the time?
I can't get over the fact that he doesn't know if Cade Cunningham plays defense. I can't. I don't know what the hell we're doing, bro.
I've been pissed from the jump. It's like, you threw me off with that one, bro.
Maybe you should cut up some film and send it to him.
Next topic.
This is crazy, bro.
He was ready for the next topic. He was like, nah, whatever.
Bro, that's how you lose your credibility. Like, you're trying to establish that you're an authority and you should be trusted.
He's at a point where he can't lose his credibility. He's been
that guy for
40
a while.
years.
Yeah. Long time. Longer than I've been
alive.
I
don't know if he plays defense. Who says that?
Yeah, okay. Let's
But then he gave the criteria.
Yes. That's the part that I don't
hold on. I would like to hold up.
Jokic.
I would like to vote for MVP. I don't know if Cade Cunningham plays defense, but can I have an MVP vote, please?
He probably has one, honestly.
He 100% has one.
I'm sure he's got one.
What is there, about 200 voters, isn't it?
Something like that. He's got one. Yeah. All right, let's continue.
But should it be that? His team isn't as good as OKC, but his value, look at what they've done. Now it's not you got to see the Spurs. They're a curiosity. Now it's like OKC doesn't want San Antonio. They're going to do their best to avoid, because Wemby can't wait to play against Chet Holmgren. And that's another thing that I love. You know what happened at the All-Star game? Wemby cared, and the other players started to care. I love the enthusiasm, and it matters. He cares. He plays hard. These are all the things you want. And he wasn't cocky. He was just, let me lay this out to you in case you haven't thought of this, and make a case. He's not going to win the MVP, but he should be finishing second.
All right, that's the end of the clip. I think, those were all very legitimate points, and it's just frustrating to me, the lack of consistency with these people. It really is. But with that said, he did make a lot of fair points, and if it was coming from someone else, it would be worth even more, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to rewind it about 20 minutes, they were the same 3 points I made.
Yes, Nate.
They were the exact same 3 things.
I remember because I was like, we got something on that coming up. Remember?
Yeah, I literally said those 3 things, and then Wemby comes up and says those 3 things.
He gets his flowers.
Hey, we like Wemby, man. We like
Wemby. That's a guy who's in touch with reality. That guy gets it, bro. And he's right about the one thing. I'll give Patrick this. he brought up what he brings to the game as value.
Yeah.
It's not just his team, to the game.
Yeah.
He said he cares. What's been absent, bro?
Yeah. It is beautiful to see. It really is. I got one more short clip to play on the Wemby thing, just some other notes. And this is from the Basketball Show, which is generally a pretty solid YouTube show. So I had a clip from there. So
no, it's not, Bruce.
If you see it, shout out Paul. Nah,
No,
I agree with a lot of what Paul says.
That's fine, bro, but don't do that.
It's a solid show. I mean, just because you didn't agree with something, that doesn't mean that it's not a solid show. But let's continue.
Fucking Bruce.
When you look at Wembanyama, listen to this. Listen to this carefully. This is his impact on the game. The previous season, the Spurs were 34 and 48 for the season. Do you understand that even though they got 60, 70, they have still about 10 games left. They already have 20 wins more than last season. 20 wins. Last season, they were ranked 25th in defense. 25th, almost dead last in the NBA in the defensive rating, and 19th in offense. This year, they're 5th in offense and 3rd in defense.
And that was kind of what you talked about earlier in this segment, Sneed. And it just goes to show like like we've been talking about here, the impact that Wemby has on this team and on the game overall on both sides. It's super impressive. And you like that. You like that?
You like that?
It's good to see. It's good to see. And again, to you guys' point, man, he cares, and that is huge.
That's huge.
Mm-hmm. It really is. Let's give some. I don't know if you guys got final thoughts on this whole thing before we open up the phone line for this final topic.
No, he got to go back and listen to what he said, and think about what he said, and then probably respond to what he said about what he said.
I'd say my bad. I didn't realize what I said
because a lot like he was making. I heard what he said, but then it was like, man, you kind of like, what's happening?
Just not consistent.
Yeah, it was. I've rarely heard him be that inconsistent in 2 minutes, 3 minutes of conversation. Just listening, it's like, okay. Proceed.
Yeah. All right, let's open up the phone line, Joe. All right, last calls of the night, 904-219-8264, 904-219-8264. We want to hear from you on this final topic. Do you guys think that Wemby has a legitimate case for NBA most valuable player? I think we're all in agreement that he probably won't get it. It's SGA's to lose, but he's got a legitimate case. What do you guys think? He's definitely going to win Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, no, without a doubt.
Right.
I don't think that's up for nobody else's grab.
For sure, right? That's
like it might be a unanimous.
Probably.
Yeah.
I can see it.
You guys ever noticed like when he does that two-handed double pump like dunk thingy?
Yeah.
Like that just looks crazy.
It does look crazy.
With his hands over the rim.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He's a half a foot off the ground. He's double pumping half a foot off the ground.
Yeah, you know what it reminds me of, bro? When I bring the hoop down to 8 feet and I'm doing all the dunks.
Like I'm NBA jamming it, baby.
Right. Thank you for calling the Format Podcast.
Sean,
I'm back.
Oh,
all right. Well, I'm gonna let these guys take this because
go
ahead.
Why you disrespecting me like that, Bruce? Show like I'm an irritant or something, man. Like why I can't get no feedback from you, brother? Why I always gotta be take your headphones off or let the guys take it. God damn, Bruce, not that bad, brother, am I?
Bruce is protesting right now.
He's protesting. God damn, brother Bruce. What is it, brother? I get under your skin a little or I irritate you. Which one is it? At one point in time, I thought I was your good buddy, man. Like, you know.
Used to be my homie. Now you act like you don't know me.
Yeah, like you don't know me now. So every time I call, it's the body language. You like, oh boy, here we go. It's never like joy. At one point, I was joy when I called. I must rubbed you the wrong way one day or something, you know.
This is getting sad.
Otherwise, and however, hey man, Why don't you have I see Sneed Baby Girl just was on here. Why don't you have bring a kid to the job pod one day, man? You know,
my kids will know how to act.
I wanna see if maybe Coach T will do a spotlight, man, or something like that. You know how he does it over on his channel.
Listen, about Wemby though, right? Seriously, I didn't like what Wemby said when he was talking about we whipped OKC, and I don't like how he came out and said all this about basically said he should be MVP. I didn't really like it. I loved it.
All right, Chris Broussard.
I loved it. Yep, I most definitely stole it from Chris Broussard, brother. Hey, copy and paste, motherfucker. Listen, hey man, when he said that about OKC, oh my God, the fire in me just lit up. I just love his toughness, man. It's strange, you know. You usually don't think of guys from France to be tough, i.e. Rudy Gobert, but his toughness and his Wemby has an evil streak, man. And hey, I was looking at all the shows today. You know, Stephen A. got a vote. What's the other guy, the chubby guy that be on ESPN? Wendy?
Oh, Windhorse.
Windhorse. Oh, they talking about reconsidering that vote. You ain't see that? You ain't see it. Whenever you get a chance, I sent it to your inbox. Check it out. They were talking about they reconsidering, like, Wemby telling y'all that OKC, we want y'all. Like, that's impressive, man. It's a scary thing, man, for OKC. Even Shea said it earlier this year. They're better than us. They keep beating us. For the MVP discussion between SGA and Wemby, we all know, purists know that Wemby is that guy because he plays both sides of the ball at an elite level. But like you say, SGA's in the league. I guess it's this time. Wemby time will come. Yeah, man, I like everything about Wemby, man. His toughness, man. You don't think of a French guy to be tough guys. But he's proven wrong. Like, he really wants it, man. And it's a beautiful thing to see. Like you say, they got, like, I just love to say they got OKC number, man. It's just, you know, wow. Hey, let me say this about Wemby, man. He will be the face of the league for the next decade, barring injury. The Spurs will win multiple rings. I truly believe. I'm predicting this now. And barring injury, man, with those guys, with Dylan Harper, the chemistry that they have on that team, they clicking. Vassell, they got all the pieces they need to win a championship. You got another superstar for real low key in De'Aaron Fox. So I think they will be champions, maybe multiple champions. And he is going to be the face of the league. As far as, SGA guy, man, I'm not no SGA guy. I just don't like his game. It's just too, how can I say?
What don't you like about it?
He's a flopper. He's a flopper. He get a lot of points off the free throw line, as we all know. He's an extreme flopper, and everybody keeps talking about he has his deep back. He's not a great 3-point shooter. He's a midi. His midi game is a A+++. I give him that. But
he literally improved his 3-point shooting from last year.
It's nothing that jumps off the page for me with SGA. His game is playing. Dribble, cross, get to that spot. Push off, forearm, push off. I mean, you know, he can lay up and, you know, he can get to the rack and all that, but I mean, he's most definitely a cerebral, high IQ guy. I'll give him that. He know his spots, and he always go to those spots. But if you can push him out to that a little bit further to the 3-point line that the Spurs been doing, Stephon Castle been locking them up. I mean, you know, truthfully, stop that, LeBron. I thought y'all got to bring LeBron in.
Bro, LeBron just caught the Holy Ghost, bro.
Yo, stop. Okay, listen.
LeBron caught strays just now.
Y'all dirty, yo.
Caught strays. This ain't even
Anybody
about
get the license plate number on that truck?
Hey, Bruce, nice comeback, bro. Who whipped this clip up?
He did.
Hey, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm not no big editing guy. I'm going to go and look at all the flops SGA did, and I'm going to send them to you. He do the same shit Braun do. But you know what? You know, flopping has been a successful strategy in the game of basketball for many, many years. It's not nothing new. Reggie Miller been doing it, and that's what it is.
But it's all right, bro. You're only ripping SGA apart for it, but it's all good, bro.
I will say this before I get off. Y'all might call me crazy, right? Barring injury, knock on wood. If Wemby stay healthy for the next decade, potentially you're gonna go down as the greatest center ever.
Wow.
His game only gonna get better. He will be considered. Or could I say this? He will be top 5 center ever if he stay healthy for a consecutive 10 years.
That's a better one.
At this level, and he's only going to get better, bigger, stronger. He will go down as like the greatest, like everybody say the modern day. I truly believe he has the potential. Wemby has the potential, GOAT status potential for our centers. He does. He will be talked about in that Wilt Chamberlain, Hakeem Olajuwon, Jokic. He don't play no defense, but Jokic, Shaq, he will be up there with those guys, man, with how he's playing. And thanks for letting me call in.
Absolutely, bro. We appreciate it.
You know what we got to do, Bruce? We got to do a show to help keep the train on the rails, right? You have people in a rush. There's so much in a hurry. They're unwilling to wait and just let careers play out. They just want to catapult people into these elite tiers of players. And then they say things like, oh, he got to do this for 10 years. Can he do it for 2? Can he do it for 3? You're projecting 10 years? Dog, Wilt Chamberlain, Hakeem Olajuwon,
the legend,
Shaquille O'Neal. They did this thing at the highest level for like 15 seasons.
Yes, they did.
Can we just pump the damn brakes?
No.
Like you the whole Joker thing, right? Like, dog.
Hey,
you don't become an all-time great in 3 years. It doesn't work that way. And it's not to disrespect any player. We just don't have to get crazy about it. Dog, you know what this reminds me of? You know what this reminds me of? This is when you meet a nice young lady. And you're sprung. And she's the greatest thing ever, right? You went on, you had one meeting, one date, whatever the analogy is. And you're like, man, I'm about to white this. And one day, not, we got to pump the brakes, bro.
Hey, it used to happen back in the day. Caller from Indiana. Who's this?
Hey, this is Jonathan in the chat.
What's up, Jonathan?
Yeah. What's up, y'all?
What's cracking?
Hey, man, I just want to say this about Wemby, man. You know, I just saw this dude just now just did another crazy ass dunk. I don't know if y'all saw it. Hey, I think this dude really has a shot. I know you just said don't rush it. But man, he's doing things we ain't never seen before. I mean, I already said it. He's like a cross between Tim Duncan and Abdul-Jabbar. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see in his game. He needs to work on the paint. If he gets that paint game going, it's over. There's nobody stopping this dude. Nobody.
I mean, look, another great game tonight. 19, 15, 7 blocks. I love it. And with the
7 blocks, come on, man.
And 6 offensive rebounds out of the 15 rebounds total.
Yo, real quick, Jonathan, are you talking about the one-handed finish he just did?
Yeah, man. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's crazy.
So I'm going to push back here, Jonathan. I don't know how long you watched this show or how many episodes you've seen it. I've said this before. I'm going to push back a little bit. Wemby is incredible. No question about it. But can we stop saying we've never seen this before? Please, Ralph Sampson. Please.
Cream was like this too. Cream was like this.
What's that?
He never had this jumper. Like, the jumper's crazy.
No, Ralph Sampson. Ralph Sampson had the Jimmy, but you got to remember, back in the 80s, they weren't letting centers shoot threes. We can't do that. We can't do that. The Ralph Sampson is the perfect comp to Wemby. I'm not saying Wemby is not like maybe the 2.0, the modern version of that, but we can't say we've never seen this before. That's all I'm saying. And I know some people are going to say, "Oh, you're in the wax museum," whatever. I don't care. But the fact is, if you notice on this show, we really try to keep it honest here with whatever we think, however that goes, right? But we try to keep it honest here. And when it comes to it, Wemby is like the new version of Ralph Sampson. So it really irks me when people say, "We've never seen anything like this." Yes, we have. Yes, we have. That's like looking at Kobe and saying, "We've never seen anything like this." Really?
Oh, yeah, that'd be crazy.
Right. Embiid, we've never seen anything like this. You sure?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, But Wemby's that dude, and I like Wemby a lot.
His plus minus tonight was 34.
Insane.
That's insane.
Insane.
They only won by 25.
Yeah. By the way, as much as this topic is about Wemby and as much as I think he's great, can Steph Castle get some love? He is a dog too. Oh my gosh.
They got a roster, Bruce. They got a roster.
They do got a roster. I think that's why I wouldn't give Wemby the MVP. His roster is off the charts.
For sure.
Like them young guys around him, like they might be the real dynasty, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? I love OKC. I love SGA. I think SGA is going to get it this year again. You know what I'm saying? All the way. He needs to get Jay Will back for sure to make that happen. But But I mean, I just like that Spurs team. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. I wish Kawhi went back. I wish Kawhi went back, but that's just me being biased. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. I feel you. You got anything else, man?
Well, I know we're talking about Wemby, but Bruce, I appreciate you giving Kawhi credit, man. He deserves it. I don't care what nobody say. I mean, the dude coming back from injury, you know what I'm saying? His knees is done. We ain't never seen Kawhi do this. We all thought he should retire. We all thought he was done. We all thought he was going down.
Right.
I mean, the dude's having the best career, best season of his career. Like, y'all can't put through that. Yes, the team is whack. I ain't gonna lie. Like, when they lost to the Jazz, I'm like, dude, this team ain't gonna do nothing. And that was the first game they had. But once he turned it on, once he had that 55 against Detroit, y'all want to talk about Cade Cunningham? Like, he had 55 on the best defensive team in the league.
Right.
Triple team. Kawhi Leonard. We ain't never seen that out of Kawhi, ever. So I'm just saying, just show a little love, not a lot of love, because I understand he ain't been on the court, but he's on the court.
We gave it to him during the All-Star break.
Right.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm like, I mean, my point is, and I think me and Sneed on the same page. Like, why all of a sudden do we need to talk about the best player who's a middling team?
Well, let's be honest and let's be real about it. Is Kawhi Leonard a top 10 player?
No.
Dude.
He's not a top 10 player today?
No. I think he is.
Are you serious?
No.
I think he is, but
I think he is. Maybe closer to the bottom of the top 10, but he is.
Top 10.
Okay, fine.
Y'all can't name 10 players?
He's a top 10 player in the league.
Right now.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the way he's playing.
Y'all can't name 10 players?
Better
I
than
mean, scoring a lot of points on a whack team, that's cute.
You gotta,
but like,
no, but if we're just evaluating the player,
evaluating just the player,
it's just him as like how he's playing basketball, right? Evaluating him as a player, he's top 10 right now.
Okay,
he's a top 10 player.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, there's not 10 or 12 players legitimately better than Kawhi Leonard right now. Right now, today.
I think we're just so jaded by the terrible assumption that at some point he's going to let us down by getting injured again. I think that plays a huge role psychologically in how you want to look at Kawhi Leonard and evaluate him. But based on, as Sneed said, how he's playing right now, and what he played 58 games this season, like that's for Kawhi, that's crazy.
No, that's what he's been playing lately. Actually, if you look at his last 6-7 season, that's he's had a couple where he hasn't played at least 55. Most of them are around 55.
Yeah. And you know, he's a little banged up too. I don't know if y'all know, he's a little banged up too, but he's still pushing. You know, but that's just me. You know, I'm a Kawhi Leonard fan. I'm from Indiana. He's about to play us Friday, so I'm definitely going to that game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get on Sneed or whatever. You know, he was talking hella shit about my guy, but you know, I had to stick up for him. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate Bruce. You know, showing them some love. You know what I'm saying? That's all I got.
No doubt, man. Hey, I appreciate the call. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, no doubt. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate it, bro.
All right, y'all. We're gonna stop it right there.
Well, first of all, that was a good call.
That was.
Cool.
Why didn't you want to call?
Yeah, that was a great. I thought he's finna get reckless. I'm like, oh, here we go. It was a great call. It was a great call.
Yeah. All right, we are going to end it right there. We really appreciate all of you, everybody who's watching in the live and who's been, interactive in the chat tonight. All of that, even you, Ed Dog. We appreciate you if you are watching on the replay. Thank you so much. We think we had a good show tonight. I think we had good topics. It was live, man. Love you all. Appreciate it. And, just remember, at the Format Podcast,
the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
I love Macho Man Randy Savage, dog. Yes!
A cup of coffee.
Man, the cream.
Bro, the fact that he had creams popping out of nowhere. He was tossing them.
Bro, hold up. Hold up. What do you think Mean Gene was thinking when he pulled out the creamers, bro?
He was like, you gotta be kidding me.
Where's he getting these creamers from? Where's he getting the creamers from?
Hold on. If you play that clip from the beginning, the way Macho Man comes out, bro, his face was looking crazy.
Crazy. Like, and he went straight to the interview, dog. I said, interview time.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that's great.
Shout out to Mean Gene, bro.
Shout out to Mean Gene and Macho Man. Y'all have a great night. We appreciate you. And we out. Peace.